Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you let me know? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? As Michael Jackson said. How's things? Wowie. Right. Let's have a look. Oh shit, no, not that. Not that. No. No es bueno, man. Hang on. Something's gone very weird. It's not disabled. You have to bear with me because I can't see a bleeding thing now. Buttons have accidentally been pressed. Buttons have been pressed. Pop out chat. You don't disable chat, you dickhead. I can't see anything otherwise. Copy, copy, copy. Paste and go, 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 go. There we go. Right. Are we all alright? Are this things okay? Are we getting there bit by bit? Copy, 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 and copy and paste as well. Anybody who wants to listen to the music that's playing, obviously we can't play it on here because otherwise we'll end up getting copyright strikes, and we don't want that. We do not want that. But you can follow. The link is there for the Spotify playlist. I have got it on shuffle, so whatever comes up, comes up. That's it. Simple as. Maybe one of these days we'll do a live on Rumble or something and we'll just play the music. But for the time being, that is that. Volume's a bit low. Oh shit, I'll try and sort that out in a bit. Don't want to start adding cloud lifters and things, even though I've got them, because otherwise there could be all kinds of tree hubble. Right, first things first, who's serving first? We need to know who's behind the bar first. Who have we got? Mandy, how you doing? How's things? Saphadima and Pliers, how's things, bud? Kirsty, Steve-O, how's things? Who else have we got in there? Have we got anyone else in there? No, I think that's everyone, isn't it? Saf, you're on first, right? If I can find it. If I can find you. If I could find you. It was never in doubt. We're also going to start selling some snacks as well, in case anyone's hungry. So there's bacon fries and scampi fries. So of course now, the chat is there. And we have a little bit of space in which to provide things. Keeps buffering, or is it just you? I only you know the answer to that one, I'm afraid. It's saying at the moment, stream health is good. Spinning circle of buffer. What? How? How is that possible? How is that even possible? Elsewhere. Steve's froze as well. Saf, spinning circle of buffer. And yet, it's working okay on my phone. Angie, how you doing? How's things? Maybe it is getting a bit buffery. Oh well. Well, if it doesn't work out, I'll just jump in the car and we'll go somewhere else instead, okay? Is that okay? Froze for about 15 to 20 seconds. Right. I will sort out a proper longer cable. I haven't plugged it in because the cable's only short, but I will start plugging in, definitely. Angie, how you doing? Mandy's getting a Tullamore 12-year-old on ice. I hope that's a drink, by the way, Saf. Otherwise we're getting taken off air. Why am I warm all of a sudden? Windows open but the sun's come back out. That's why. And he's getting a Bushmills 10-year-old with tonic water. Glass of Coke for Kirsty, of course. Do you know what though? Because it's bank holiday, we're having a happy hour. All drinks are half price for all night. To hell with the consequences. Because I haven't got to be up early in the morning. My daughter's not working, so I don't have to drop her off. She's not at college anymore, so I don't have to do that. It's bank holiday anyway. I'm not in work. So, fantastic. Pot of Earl Grey and a rack of ribs and chips for Steve. You know the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, definitely. Definitely a hot flush, Steve. Lots of lovely ladies in the stream, as always. Lovely, lovely ladies. Enough to make anyone have a hot flush. Cap of splush. Cap of splush for Steve. A builder's tea, that means you can stand the spoon up in it without it moving. Proper builder's tea. Spiced rum and coke. Who do I know drinks spiced rum by the bucketful? I know somebody drinks quite a lot of it. Yes. Say hello to the Norfolk correspondent. As you can see, I didn't really check that out to make sure that it was in front of the scampi fries, but there you go. That was a recent addition. Say hello to Helen for us. She's doing remarkable work down there in God's own country. God's own county, even. Tips for Saf. Well deserved. Well deserved. Oh, man. So how are we all? I'm absolutely bollocksed, I'll be honest with you. What time did my daughter ring this morning? About 4:20 or something. So I went out and it was light and the birds were singing. And by the time I dropped everyone off and I was on my way to drop my daughter off the last one, the sun was coming up just above the horizon. This really red, deep red, mad looking sun. It was beautiful. I tried to take a picture of it. Didn't come out all right. It still come out as like a 1970s pic. It looked good. So I Instagrammed it, but it didn't show you what it looked like to the naked eye, unfortunately. The whole sky looked amazing. I should have just gone for a bit of a drive, shouldn't I? But I was so tired I wanted to get home. I got back home and got into bed for about 5:30 this morning. So I am absolutely bollocksed, to be honest with you. I'm a tired little puppy. Hello to all from Helen, and she'd love some scampi fries. Well, there you go. They are there, available, free of charge. How's that? You know, someone else who loves spiced rum, you can't remember. It's one of those drinks, spiced rum. Everyone's got a mate who drinks it, but no one can remember who it is. It's mad. Helen, it's a Lagavulin 16-year-old malt. Your foot's all better, Angie. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Rained for 2 days solid. It's finally cleared out. We have had spectacular weather here, to be honest. Normally it's the other way around. You're sunny and we're pissing down with rain, but it's been wonderful today. And now, just above, well, starting to just drop below the houses, is very, very bright sunshine. It was lovely yesterday as well. As you could see on the stream, the sun was lovely, but that attempt to go and chill out was just completely ruined by all those max power idiots and all the ones with popping exhausts and being absolute idiots. Annoyed me that yesterday, which is why I was on there for a rant, and I apologised earlier to Saf, but I'll do it again now. I didn't see the notification because obviously YouTube just doesn't give notifications, otherwise I wouldn't have stayed on. But I'll keep an eye out. Much better eye next time. Don't drop any glasses on it. Do not drop anything on flesh at all. Helen's teetotal, she doesn't drink. Which surprises all of us, Steve, because I would have thought you would have driven anybody to drink. Yeah, if we all met up in a pub, it would be very, very, very strange, very bonkers. But I reckon it'd be really funny, to be honest. Be a good mixture of people. We're all quite like-minded as well. Man, you only drink spiced rum when it's freezing cold. Is that when the weather is freezing cold or when the spiced rum is freezing cold? You'll have to tell us that. So if you're going to hire a real pub for a day and change the signs outside to the Bears pub, funnily enough, I was looking at pub signs earlier. I was also looking to see how much it'd cost to get a mirror with the engraved name on it. Maybe put it in there, but I think it's a bit too much. For now, anyway. Max Power is still a thing, I think. If it's not a magazine, it might just be online, but it's definitely a thing, isn't it? I don't know, printing it, distributing it, whereas just putting it online, so much easier. Plus, anybody in the world can then jump on and have a look. Crimbo, yeah. Oh, the weather. So when the weather's cold, you're like a spiced rum. If I pay postage, you will etch it for me. Now, isn't that an idea? Is that not an idea? I will reach out for that one, mate, genuinely. Right, stop pressing buttons, it's buffering again. It might be the fact that I'm in a house where everybody is constantly on the internet, permanently. And I mean permanently. My nephew games 24 hours a day. My ma and dad are always doing that. You summoned it, you did. If you do it on acrylic, I can add LEDs to light it up. I do have an LED Everton sign that goes in a little wooden groove, and when it stands up, there's a light underneath it which lights up the entire acrylic. So that, I think that might work. Jeff is misbehaving, he's raving. Ali, how you doing? What craziness? You need to X out of YouTube and re-click back to get into the chat. It is a bit mad, isn't it? To be honest, it is a bit mad. Yow job. Where's me portable router thingy? Personal question. It's in me grab bag, along with the drone, the microphone, the GoPro, the selfie stick GoPro holder. What else? There's loads in there. This is me baby at the moment, though. Look at the size of that bastard. That's a proper camera, that, isn't it? I've been having a play with that. Yeah, the portable router is for when I'm out, when I'm portable. This is supposed to work perfectly, but it isn't. So I will find somewhere that's selling longer. Is Argos open tomorrow? I don't think they are they? If they are, I'll go. If not, my Amazon might do it, mightn't they? Yeah, Amazon don't have bank holidays because they're an American company. So they're open 900 days a week. I'll buy one and I'll make sure that for every stream that we do, it's plugged in and kept in. I'll even put the cable, a button to the stairs, and I'll tap it in. I'll get someone to do that for me, so it stays where it is. Steve the hero. All you could see was your own messages. Yeah, it is a bit weird, isn't it? YouTube messaging can be very strange. You've got to constantly, so I don't know, refresh, or especially when I'm on the, if I'm streaming via the mobile, constantly got to go in and press live chat, top messages, live chat, top messages, just to make sure it's working. It's ridiculous. Jamison select reserve for Ali. Yep. You fix the washing machine, of course you're a hero. Isn't dogging a portable router? Yes, if you're Australian especially. Going out routing, mate. The hot. Hang on, I had to read that. Just being Angie the hot seems to be free. What? Sorry, yeah, it read weird that. Most shops have sales on for bank holidays, but are they open? Are they open? Is Argos open? I should have gone and got one today, but I didn't because I'm a tit. Yeah, you'd be wearing it if you serve it to her. Oh, the fucking cheesy moment are now over Saf's name. I need to sort this shit out, don't I? You can also buy things on Christmas Day for Amazon. You can buy all kinds from Amazon. Ali, you've got a question about the merch site. If I can answer it, I will do. Go ahead. It is a print-on-demand thing, so all you do is have a look at what I've created, and then they're supposed to deal with everything else, but let me know, and I can sort something out for you if I can. Hot tub action. Shops will be open tomorrow, and if not, Steve will bounce around there. You fucking shut up, you slag. He doesn't actually speak like that, by the way. I hope the zebras don't appear tonight. Yeah, they were bang out of order them last week, mate. Bang out of order. Angie's made a splash and doesn't need to be told twice. Very nice, very nice. The camels were moving about. Apparently they've got the hump. Come on, that's a proper dad joke, that, isn't it? Why is it racist against the Irish, specifically you? It shouldn't be racist against the Irish because the Republic of Ireland is in the list of countries that it ships to. In fact, T-mill countries list. Have a look. Yeah, I mean, it goes to Andorra, Armenia, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Cape Verde, the Faroe Islands, you know what I mean? Ireland, Isle of Man. It does ship everywhere, so I don't know why it's not doing it for you. And if it's racist against the Irish, then we're not going to deal with it. We can't have that. We love the Irish. Steve, your niece is about to become the manager of your local Argos. Oh, fantastic. Well done. That sounds like it'll be a decent job, that one. Good on her, man, good on her. Mandy's brought her lance to challenge the zebras versus llamas. Jousting tournament. Oh, go ahead. Not just camels, camels with hoodies. Camels, of course, in Liverpool are girls. And that comes from the shipbuilding site. Camel lairds, camel lairds, birds, camels. That's what the young men of Liverpool refer to girls as. I always thought it was because they've got long eyelashes, tanned, and they've always got the fucking hump. But obviously not. There you go. Ali, you have to get Jackie to order the staff shirt, as it didn't recognise your address. I will send them an email and find out why that is. That's stupid. It genuinely says it on the list. I mean, if it can send to the Faroe Islands, how can it not send to Ireland? It's ridiculous. Kirsty, I'd watch that as well. Camels with hoodies are the worst, hanging around on street corners, spitting all the time. The Irish are lovely and crazy. They are. Do you know what I think we all are? All the Brits and Irish. Our classes all together. We need a better thing than the British Isles. We need to have a different name for it. But we are. I think there's a sort of a set of races of people. I think we're fantastic. Mates rates. Yes, mates rates. You enter everything and put the details in and said, oops, try again. Jackie tried putting it in as well and it didn't work. What on earth what are they playing at? This is a massive international company we're dealing with as well, who ship all around the world. I am going to send them an email and find out why that is. It should be easy, man. You're there. You know what I mean, man? Oh, hang on, sorry, the Spotify stopped ages ago and I didn't even notice. Stupid, aren't it? 20% off. Ooh, Brucey. Jackie helped you. Good. She ordered it from Oop North. Just want to let me know. Thank you very much, Ali. I will look into it. It should be easy to order from anywhere. That's annoying now. But I'm glad you got one anyway. You will, of course, have to model it for us. I haven't even got one yet. How bad's that? Is that a bad thing? Yes, it is. We need to recruit a Scotsman, then we'll have the full set. I know loads of Scots, and not a single one of them follows me. I do believe they do. Oh man, we've dropped out, haven't we? Reconnection successful. This is going to be one of those fucking nights. You've got battered sausage and chips. Anyone else want anything? Go on. Thinking of one for the Bears, yeah. I'm back. Thankfully. But I'm annoyed with that because it's dropping loads of frames. And it shouldn't be. Stream's excellent and we're dropping frames. Why is it dropping frames? Stupid. As far as Gary or George haven't joined our gang. There's a few people I'm surprised haven't joined in, but you know, it is what it is, as the phrase goes. Right, you said to Jackie you want to take a selfie and send it to her. And then when everyone's got a selfie, we can Photoshop us all in one, we can. Why isn't there emoji for buffering? There should be. It should be Michael Buffer. Shouting, let's... Just leaving it at that. Laz, how you doing, bud? How's things? Saf, are you asleep? Our Ali wants a drink of Oros. Get on it, la. Up next on the Dookie, Here we go. Bloodhound Gang and The Bad Touch. So if you want to listen to it, get yourself ready on that. I will play very soon. As you are high on paint fumes right now, that would make this stream a lot more enjoyable, I would have thought. And you'd probably be able to understand a lot more of it better, as I'm not sure it all makes perfect sense, really. Bloodhound Gang, there you go. Get on it. Glenfiddich, 15-year-old fellas, good. A bit of the good stuff. Oros extra weak for Ali with extra ice. Anyone want to join Angie in the hot tub? Jump in, just make sure that you leave your socks somewhere that you know where they are, that you can get them later. More snacks. That's covered up Saf completely. That needs amending tomorrow. I can't do it now because otherwise things will explode, as we know. There you go, Ploughman's little devil's dinner. I'd buy that. I'd buy that for $1. I have actually got $1, by the way. Just in case someone says, yeah, go on. Oh, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Level 4, fantastic. Ali's on the way, Angie. You're going to have room in there. Not enough room for Steve. He likes to spread out in there as well. So if your socks and shoes are in the office safe, for now. Lads, you got your dad, the 10-year-old Bushmills that Captain recommended. 10-year-old, man. Must be different, it must be different. I was going to say I don't drink shorts. I don't drink at all, which is, yeah, weird. I didn't used to drink shorts, but in Cuba, they had the 1-year-old rum, which is a bit like Bacardi. Don't mention that over there, though. Havana Club. The 3-year-old, the 10-year-old, and the 33-year-old. The 33-year-old was exceptionally expensive. But because I'm a charmer, and we looked after the lads in the resort, they ended up giving us a bit of the 33-year-old. Man, that was amazing. What a flavour that is. Really dark rum. Oh, man. As I say, I don't drink shorts, but whoa, 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 whoa. Nice. Very nice. Kirsty, your mum's watching Britain's Got Talent and all you can hear is her saying no, no, no. Britain's Got Talent is a very, very optimistic title for that show. Just shows me really watching it. Well, I don't watch it, but having seen bits of it, there's not a lot of talent in the UK these days. Yep, level 4, one more, and you unlock the character skill button on the F button. You do. And then your armies will advance. Yeah, a little bit of auto-erect. Hot Talent, that's a completely different channel, isn't it? Britain's Hot Talent. If you're watching Britain's Hot Talent, all you should be shouting is yes, 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 yes. No room for the barman in the hot tub as he's serving weak drinks. Ooh, let that be a lesson to you. Lamb's Navy Spiced Rum is your tipple of choice if you're forced to drink. No one's forced to drink, but, you know, bit of spiced rum. We were talking about this earlier on, funnily enough. It's behind the bar waiting for you anyway. Yep, who's next? Whose shift is it next? Who's behind the bar? Hands up, who's going to work? Come on. No worries, Angie, be right back. So if you're pouring yourself a Suntory Hibiki whiskey as you leave your shift, fair play to you, deserve that, mate, you deserve it. That was an exemplary shift. Tab settled. Don't forget it is though. It is happy hour. I was going to have the House Martins doing that, but I thought copyright strike, you know. So who's Kirsty, you're next. Fantastic. There you go. Kirsty's behind the bar. By forced, you mean in the pub with Mick T and Joey or Spencer? Forced. Proper forced. You have to try some Japanese whiskey. They are fairly famous, aren't they? Has anyone seen that documentary that was on, I think, Netflix a while ago, about making sake in Japan? It's a really artistic film about it, but it's not just a straightforward drink. There's a proper art to how they make it. If it's a bit chilled, the film that they made, black and white I think it was, and nice music over it, dead relaxed. It's worth watching if you can. Black Russian for Mandy. No ice. Pint of orange juice for our Ali. Are we racist to other colours of Russians? No, there is a white Russian as well. Just the one. I'll be putting him on the menu. But why? There's a black Russian and a white Russian. Walked into a bar. No. Why isn't there any other colour of Russians? Is there any other drinks with different colours that would go into a Russian? It's strange, isn't it? You've only got the two. Steve wants 2 pickled eggs and a packet of Bagada cheese and onion crisp. Bagada in Liverpool, which is a part bag and part packet of. Give us a Bagada crisp. Bagada cheese and onion, nail it. Madness, our house is playing on the dookie. On the Gordon Jury. You'd rather have cola than lemonade in it. That's fair dues. Pot of Darjeeling for our darling Steve. Get yourself on the outside of that, Steve. White Russian, the drink of the dude. Yes. The dude. Boss film now. Read somewhere that Japan bought all the old whiskey barrels and now have rivaling drinks. They're very good at making it. Very, very good at making it. Man, the Japanese are good at making fairly everything, aren't they? If they're going to do something, they always seem to do it right. As much quality as possible. But that's what happens with all the old whiskey barrels get sold off. And there's none left. You've made a good few quid quickly, but you've then lost out in the long run. It's all stupid. The whiskey, I'm trying to work out which way round it is. Is it wine producers buy whiskey barrels or whiskey producers buy wine barrels as well? Because I know they sort of swap between them, so certain drinks have different, I don't know, different taste to them because they were in a cask that was used for something else years before. How are the other ladies in your life, Etienne, down in Norfolk? Ali, how's my exercising coming on? Very, very slowly. I'm having one of those times the last couple of months where I'm not pissed off with it. I never am pissed off with it. But I'm having days where I just want to pick a guitar up and play and I can't. It's annoying me. But I will always look back at it. Where am I today? If I've had 2 days where I've not improved, what was I like last week? What was I like last month? What was I like last year? I can always look back and think I'm much better now than I was, so stop complaining. So I try not to complain about that. I am trying to move it more. Just doing silly things like in the car. I'm not allowed to drive with both hands, but I can put both hands on the wheel and get used to the hand being in that position, but all the movement comes with the right and on the ball spinner. I need to do more gaming, which, well, I'm off tomorrow, so I might do a bit of gaming tomorrow. A bit of one-handed Call of Duty. I missed that as well, actually. So if you want some coffee, of course you can have coffee, mate. As long as you don't use oil barrels, of course not. Saf, have I thought about playing slide guitar? I can't play guitar as it is now, never mind going down a slide. No. Oh, hang on.
It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up.
To sort this out.
There.
You're behind the cheesy moments. Well done, safe. Kirsty's got the snacks on the go there, man. Happy days. See, there's so much of this stream, because it's grown exponentially, there's so much of this stuff that I haven't really worked out until I jump on this. So things need to be moved out of the way so they can balls to it, you know what I mean? Maybe the cheesy moments need to move. Maybe, I don't know. No, maybe I can put, instead of being up there, it might be down here. Or I can actually put it over my face. Much better. Get rid of the cheesy moments. Just give us a sec, will you? Bloody hell. Oh, hang on. We've also got, don't forget, the rules. No Ed Sheeran 24/7 is one of the ones that you need to see on there. It's 8 o'clock somewhere. Keep off the llamas, especially the dwarves. If you're drinking, you aren't chatting. And things like that. Get rid of the cheesy moments. Sorry, I have to ask that again, Mandy. Did you mean the little picture over there, or did you mean me chatting shit? Sooner or later, I'll be a small speck in the centre of the screen, and it will be better for it. Nobody needs to be looking at my face. Thompson twins, hold me now. Oh, look. Tickling the Olga. Number 10, yeah. Do as Mandy says. Otherwise, always do as you're told by a spanner. Saf needs help looking for the socks as always. Print them out, laminate them and stick them on the wardrobe. That was a good idea, apart from the fact that I haven't really had time to do anything but. Lamination, that's what you need. I can do that tomorrow, because I've got time tomorrow. Actual time. Kirsty, you should be putting up a shelf. Yes, read between the lines, Ali. Can you walk this way? Rule 1. Good point, Mandy. Rule 1. The moderators are always right. You won't get a bigger spanner than Mandy. Now, I don't know if I've told this one before, but one of the barmaids that we had in the pub, her nickname was the Spanner. And that was because one of the lads said, whenever I see you, me nuts tighten. So that's not as bad a thing as possible. That, we need a box for lost socks and whatnot. We need a lost socks box. A box for lost socks and Crocs. Socks in the box. You're not illiterate, Ali. You're not illiterate. Angie's back again. And you knitted a bird and Google Pic said it was a parrot. What does Google know about anything? Johnny Cunlatley's. Waving Saf over to the hot tub, slipping him $100 tip into his G-string. This turned into a bunny ranch, this now, is it? You must have a full-on menagerie at the moment, Mandy, in your house. Animals, knitted animals everywhere. Must look lovely. Saf's on his way, waving his tip. A pot of oolong tea for Steve. Oh, very nice. You was aiming for the spever, a cockney spever. Yeah, what does Google know? He's fuck all, mate. Know what I mean? Yes, read between. There's a lot of reading between the lines here, isn't there? But especially between Saf and Ellie. If the tip alone is $100, how much the rest is? Of course, it depends on size. Of course. Do you know what? I think really sometimes you need to read between the lines, especially if it's stuff that's written by Dan Brown, because the bits in between the lines are better than the actual lines themselves. I apologise if you're a fan of Dan Brown as well, by the way, but holy fuck, that thing could be written in crayon. That thing as well, by the way, is... I know he's done more than one book, but it's the same book, just with slightly different... He's got a different T-shirt on in the next one. Dan fucking Brown, man. And he's made a mint out of it. It's a cocktail for Angie. You can't remember what booze you put in it. Angie, I don't think you really care, do you? If it's a decent cocktail, doesn't matter what's in there. Open wide and get it in your grid. It's the heads that are a bit freaky. Are we still talking about the knitted birds or the $100 tip that's being waved? Because the head's definitely a bit freaky there. It's a sparrow with a parrot's heart. A sparrowt. Sorry, yeah. That joke was half gone. Golazzo. Angie shouting, get it in me. Now, I don't think that's the first time that's been shouted. Yeah, as long as it doesn't start talking. If it does start talking, volley it out the window. Burn it with fire. Start with the face. I want to buy a narrowboat. I haven't got the money to buy a narrowboat. I wouldn't want to go anywhere on a narrowboat. Why the fuck do I want to buy a narrowboat? I'd probably end up just going to Liverpool and then coming back up to Halsall, Haskane. Where is it? Somewhere up there anyway. That'd be it, just going back and forward. Turning into the Carry On show. Knit its beak shut. Proper. Oh, you bought your bank card. Yep, you don't want to know where you'd be swiping the card. American Express. That'll do nicely. Set fire to the bird. Oh. Brenda and the big dudes. Weekend special. There you go. I forgot about that. Doesn't matter how many times I do this, I cannot point at the right fucking place on this. What an absolute bellend I am. It's a competition to win one. 10 quid a ticket is right lid. Tips flying everywhere. I had a great conversation with my daughter at 5 o'clock this morning outside her house. which pretty much went along the lines of, don't trust men, all men are bastards. Remember your worth. So I will. They're idiots, aren't they, Dad? Yes, they are. I might turn lesbian, but I doubt it. Okay, yeah. By the way, your cap looks nice. Thanks for this chat, Dad. I really needed it. So I didn't really need this fucking chat at 5 o'clock this morning. I needed to be in bed, but there you go. Stick post-it notes on my screen. Which one? My entire house is covered in screens. I've got 2 in front of me right now. In fact, I've got more than 2 in front of me right now. I've got 3 in front of me. Ali, you need to pee. To pee or not to pee, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Ah, nice. Thank you, Angie. I do try to. It was genuine advice this morning as well. Don't trust lads, they're only after one thing, they're absolute dickheads. Remember your worth, remember your value. That was it. And have faith and trust yourself that you're going to do the right things. That's all I can ask. So I can ask, you know what I mean? Oh, Ali's towel has gone missing. Read between the lines. Where's it gone, Saf? Hand check until Ali returns. Yes. We need to know what's happening. Can you borrow the towel? Yep. Elderflower and lime tonic for Helen. Very nice. That's a proper drink, that. The one with the camera. Oh, right, so. Dukey. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Little arrow pointing out was saying Dukey. Good thinking. It's mad though. I should know. It should in my head. It should just be. It's there. Oh, that's good of you. We're all sharing. Yes, very well remembered, Kirsty. Very well remembered. Why are they skinny dipping in the hot tub anyway? Because it's bank holiday. Might even be bonk holiday by the end of it. Yeah, you should know, Saf, you're in there. Like swimwear. You're in at the coalface. Yep. Saf's not complaining. Definitely not. If yeah, if you were, you would not be privileged to view, unless you paid, of course. Everyone's got their own price. You know, scampi fries, maybe, I don't know. It is a hot tub, isn't it? A very hot tub. Nervously looking for your clothes. There's a good chance you might not find them again. Ah, there you go. Human wine, Rivolta Silenziosa. There. It's there. Some poor bastard's got to clean that hot tube. Whose hot tube needs cleaning, Steve? We need to know this. A hot tub. Never stops complaining. Has anyone checked out the dog or the doggers yet? What's going on? Of course you're not, Ali. Of course you're not. No suggestion whatsoever. As I say, everyone should know their own value. Absolutely. EB's checked out. Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Checked out the doggers. Had your binoculars out when you first got here? I had my spyglass. I had my telescope out. Of course not. Doggers are accounted for and active. Hands were busy, brush in one hand and a hill in the other. That's some good going out, mate. Some good going. Jinxie was about halfway through. Yep. Working hard. Literally working hard. Any camel sightings? We haven't seen them yet, have we? Not today anyway. You're priceless. You're priceless all the time, Ali. All the time. Now he's shaved, is he just E? Or is it eclectic bald? Is that what it is? I don't know. Eclectic beardless. This hill is remarkably close to a giant defecation. No shit. The bathroom smells lovely. Let's have a look. Make sure there's no one in there. Yep. It's looking fantastic and wonderfully clean.
It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's
Fair
there.
play. Oh, no. Get off. Bloody things. Right, bit of Elvis Costello. Hey, that's working now, look. Bit of pump it up. These no zebras in there this time. Yes, no zebras allowed. Which, like I said last time, is also the Scouse pronunciation of Deborah. This is me mate, Zebra. We call it Zebby. Premature going up. Not the first time, Steve. Not the first time. Would anyone like to join Angie for a friendly game of billiards in the back room? Anyone? Anyone? Let's see if he's there now.
Hoo-yah!
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Fantastic. Positive sighting on 2 meerkats. Please be on the lookout. Make sure you compare them as well. Steve's up for that. Good stuff, good stuff. Kirsty, when you're not on shift you will, but normally it's snooker for you. That's very interesting. I like that. Yes. Go on, Angie. We'll admire your rack. Good stuff. Right, Elvis. Go on, Elvis. Elvis has entered the building. Who's up next to work behind the bar as well, by the way, because we've got a couple of minutes left of our Kirsty, who's been working like a Trojan. You're not playing for money, you don't trust anyone. Very wise, Steve. If films have taught us anything, it's don't trust anybody who plays pool. Ever. Like my mate from work, June. Absolute, total and utter hustler. Ali's up next. Fantastic, fantastic. Yep, should install an aquarium. We should do. In here. Tucking $100 bill in Kirsty's bar apron. Well deserved. Great shift. The stream decks are getting hammered at the moment, by the way. It used to be just a couple of things on there. What am I ever going to fill it with? Now I can do it about 6 different stream decks. These things grow and grow and grow. It's mad, isn't it? Yes, you will be doing the aquarium maintenance. Way beyond me. Need someone who knows what they're doing. You don't mess around with aquariums. Or aquaria, even. There you go. Ali is now serving. It is a good idea, that. An aquarium by the hot tub. A little bit of chill out music. Or you'll be able to hear in the distance the wind rustling through the trees and the occasional dogger reaching a point of nirvana. What fish are there going to be in the tank? Is anyone else hearing the annoying droning noise? Saf, that's me. That's my voice, mate. Steve, your birthday is in January, so you're an aquarium. This is the dawning of the age of aquarium. Where's the fire pit? Do we need a fire pit? Ooh. Yeah. There may be more things to appear in future streams. Elvis Costello has left the building. Up next, this is an old one. This is from when Michael Jackson was black. This is Blame It on the Boogie by the Jacksons. I'm presuming it's the Jacksons because the Jackson 5, did one of them leave? Now there's 5 of them on there. Why did he change it from the Jackson 5 to the Jacksons? That makes no sense. Yep, dad joke for Steve. I need about 27 different kinds of hands here. It's mad. Enjoy your shift. It is a barbecue. Dad joke from Andy as well. 9 ball, Steve. It's a personal question, isn't it, Angie? If at first you don't succeed, you'll never be a budgie. Wise words from Jeff, I think. Wise words from Jeff. Just the 2. Anyone for a drink or snack, get your orders in. Ali's behind the bar. Yes, at least it's not a certain type of narcotic bear. We don't need them. These 2 are a pain in the arse as it is without anything else involved. Need the fire pit for the garden, but whoa, if there are drunk people around, that's a hell of a lot of paperwork, potential paperwork there. Yep. Pool only, Steve, pool only. Peace and quiet, you come to the wrong place, Saf. Peace and quiet. You never get peace and quiet in this place. If there's drunk people, they would get burned. We need to be careful with that. Now, we don't need health and safety gone mad, do we? But, you know, we need to be careful. We need to be careful. But seeing as though Jeff has just popped up and it is Sunday. Little bit of Tales from the Crypt with Jeff. When I grab your neck and twist, you better believe you're going to shout. All right, so he was in the part of that Mersey beat, was he? I got bored beating Les. It's not beating Les, the Beatles. Fucking idiot. Decided to form the Jeff Pistols. Pure punk, mate. Kurt, I was positively rude. Oh, he must have been in Bearvana back then as well. So, Jeff had been in some of the most celebrated bands of all time, has he? Hoo-yah! He's lived a life, Jeff, hasn't he? Jeff the Influencer. Saf wants his sausage battered, if you can, please, Ali. Plate the chips with ketchup. On its way. Mandy's sticking to Black Russians. Maybe you need a cloth. A wipe. Make a doubles in a pint glass that might last longer. I doubt it with you, but you never know. Jefferson airplane, it could well be. He built this city on rock and roll and also the death of his enemies. And you want an MGD. Is that a drink or is that a medical appointment? Jeff's been messing with the merch thing. Jeff's pissed off because Jeff hasn't got any merch of his own. That's what it is. Kippers has got one. Horace hasn't. But then Horace hasn't kicked off either. Yeah, but Jeff's going a bit Hertzman, isn't he? Unfortunately. Miller Genuine Draft. Ah, fair enough. Yes, coming right up. I seen something this morning. As I was lying on my bed waiting for a phone call from my bloody daughter. An American woman and her husband live in the UK, only on a short-termish contract, but long enough that it's 10 things she loves about being here. And then there was another one about things that people get wrong about the UK. One being the food's awful, which it isn't. It's fantastic. This thing that they all drink, warm beer. They don't drink warm beer. Some drink them at room temperature and things. But the reason why American beers have to be freezing cold is to kill the taste, because they taste fucking awful. If the flavour's nice, you let it come down from being freezing cold to being a little bit nicer. A bit more cellar temperature rather than fridge temperature. I always like Eric Idle for that joke that he did at the Monty Python at the Hollywood Bowl. American beer is like making love in a canoe. It's fucking close to water. Fantastic joke. Mandy thought it was a cocktail short for Megadeth, a Megadeth cocktail. He did play bass in Led Zeppelin. He played everything in Led Zeppelin at the same time. You're talking about am I talking about the family station at RAF Mildenhall? I think it might well be. They said they were a couple of hours outside of London, so yeah. Done some good videos. I've only just cottoned onto them the last couple of days, but yeah, I like stuff like that. It's interesting to see how people from outside the place, when they come to stay for more than 2 weeks, what do they make of the country? And not just, I've been to London. Well done, we've all been to London. Brilliant. What do you think of all the other places? There's so many good places in the UK and Ireland. Go and check them out. Don't just stick in the same place. Springbok Nude Girls, Bubblegum on me boots. I had to read that twice. Glass just slipped out of your hands. Ali, be careful. Ask Angie about that, about dropping glasses. Not good. Update, Bisto curry sauce granules are not too bad. We'll give them a go, I think. Yeah, don't go behind the bar for the time being. Ali's trying to get the brush. We don't want any health and safety incidents. Yep. While you're there, the doggers have asked if we've got any wet wipes. I think we need a few more boxes of them, don't we? A dustpan and brush. That's your favourite South African song, is it? Oh, good stuff. This means because I put it on a playlist on my Spotify account, I will be getting stuff like this suggested all the time. Just letting you know. It's very interesting, that Kirsty. Very interesting set of emojis there. Couple of boxes of wet wipes. That'll go down well, which is very, very handy. There's a couple from the US who walked the Cotswold Way last year. That was a good watch. I haven't seen that one. I've seen a few though. That's really interesting. I don't think half of them were expecting to see what the UK was like. Probably just thought it was all Downton Abbey and people who sound like Hugh Grant. Then all of a sudden, in the middle of nature, or they're seeing things that are 6 million years old, just sat there. It's mad. But they love it. You feck, I've cut my finger. Ah, Jesus. Be careful. You typed in wet wipes in the emoji section. It looks interesting, that though, Kirsty, to be honest. It looks interesting. As emojis go. My beer's gone. I've had to resort to the tea. And that's what came up, of course. Ali, lift your hand above your head and wave it like you just don't care. Looks very wrong, doesn't it? It looks very wrong. But it feels so right. Muy interessante, as they say in Japan. Should I run to the bathroom quick to rinse your finger? Can someone get a plaster? Of course. Well, we need to be careful with plasters. Are you allergic to anything that's in plasters? Do you have any allergies? Can you let us know? Jinxie! What about you? Jinxie Jungle Juice Cocktail. There you go. Yeah, especially with the things that we talk about, you have to be very, very careful with your emojis. At least sucking your finger. Oh, I say. Medic Saf is on his way. He's on it like Wallace and Gromit. A bit of bog roll and micro pour, do you? Sometimes it does. Jackie's knackered and thirsty from the dogging. You need a good swally. Oh, there you go. That's more like a Kirsty, a plaster. You were right, Steve. She was halfway through. The timing was perfect. Yes. Jinxie, the non-racist Irish friend. I will get onto them now, I will do, because that's unacceptable. Unacceptable behaviour from T-Mill. It's just not acceptable. As unacceptable behaviour goes, that's just not acceptable. Kirsty getting the mop. Is that for behind the bar or is that for the doggers? Because, either or. Here you go, there's your cocktail. Great show last night, Safford and Players. It was, definitely. I enjoyed that. Even though I had to jump in and out now and then. It was fantastic. And there was boxing on. I missed a couple of good boxing matches just because I couldn't turn over. Loved it. What's plaster listed as? Band-Aid. Yeah, I would have thought so. As you're climbing out of the hot tubs, you're starting to get pruny. Do you need your towel? starting to get a bit sniffly and sneezy again tonight. And it's still proper daylight. It's mad, isn't it? Right. Shoot Tequila by Tiger Lily Gold. See? Working wonders here. That's what I could do. Only behind the wood. Behind the wood. On the curtain. Could just put a little thing there, couldn't I? Jukebox there. And when I point to it, it's there. That'd be good. I like that. Couldn't remember the name of Saf's channel, so you're left all on your own. Ah, mate. That's not good. For anyone who's watching, that there is Saf's channel, and he does, well, he's got an aquarium stuff that he does, which is really good, but the etching last night was spectacularly brilliant. So relaxing. Very, very talented man. Boss chill out music. Proper, if you're sick and tired of, YouTube can be quite, I don't know, sort of at you, can't it? At you all the time. You click on something and constant information. This was just a nice, relax, chill. People in the chat talking to each other, but proper relaxing. Watch it. Subscribe and watch his stuff. It's fantastic. You will love it. I know you will. Yep. And you thought you were playing with Steve's his 9 balls in the games room, or is it in and out? Kirsty, you're stoned and a bit confused. Is that in general or now? Yep. Very, very lucky. You're confused about being stoned, Jinx. I know the feeling. I am a lot of the time as well these days. Never used to be. Yep, stoned and a bit confused. A fantastic Led Zeppelin song, which in itself is also a cover version, isn't it? Dazed and Confused is not a Led Zeppelin song originally. It's by someone else. Yes, and you've been playing pool with no towel on. No wonder you've won. You're all sorted now. Fingers all good. Saf kissed it better. There you go. He wishes. Grace Jones, Pull Up to the Bumper. What a fantastic song this is. I love this. BRB, no problem. Oh man, I am. I took me medicine earlier on, my medication. I don't know why I'm getting all sniffly. What is it? I don't know. Is it tree pollen season still? Or is that about to go? I thought it was about to go. Maybe it's might be grass pollen starting now. You only found out today that She's Not There was originally done by the Zombies. That was the original, very, very original. The Zombies did some fantastic stuff, you know. I'm trying to think. They had an album. I must have to find out what the name of that album is. It's a proper classic. Where is it? Where is it? Yep. Rod Argent and Colin Blunston. What is the name of the album? Odyssey and Oracle, it's called. Which is an absolutely amazing Amazing album. Quite psychedelic, which is not what you'd expect or what I didn't expect from the band that brought you She's Not There. But absolutely amazing. Time of the Season as well, another great song. Man, do you put Grace Jones on the Dookie? Good stuff. I love this song. It is Wunderbar. Except it's not Wunderbar. That's by Tempo Tudor. There you go. Ali's back again. Kirsty, you reckon you'd be confused by tonight's stream even if you weren't a bit stoned? I think most people would. That's one of the things I like most about this, is the idea that somebody is just randomly going to stumble across one of these videos and think, what on earth is going on here? I have no idea. Apparently when they went into the studio, the engineer was blind, drunk and passed out, so the assistant took over, and the assistant went on to produce Elton John's first 7 albums. There you go. There you go. Just needed that little bit of a break, which was given to him by a pissed producer. Or sorry, a pissed engineer. Engineers are normally the best ones in the studio anyway. You tell them what you need and they just suddenly come up with this idea. This is what you want it to sound like, this, bang, here you go. Genius. Ale, just popping in the kitchen for a minute, no worries. Jinxie's confused by life. No, you're not. You have a life by the balsh. By the balsh. Angie, do you fancy a game of darts? A game of darts with Saf? Anyone seen Hadavich lately? Yeah, she was in Saf's live last night and she's been in the RDA a couple of times. She is still around and about, definitely. I think she had a few things going on lately, hasn't she? Been a bit busy, I think. Wonder if Angry Brit is going to pop in. Fingers crossed. That would be nice. Be nice if some of the people that stumbled upon the stream in the profile, in the portrait format, would jump in as well. It'd be nice to highlight that. Yeah, do you know what? It is no bad thing being slightly confused by life, because it means then you have to look into it and see what you can do with it. How do you learn from it? And I'm going to have to quickly put you on. Oh, I just did a sneeze. And ouch you. Saves on your sanity, definitely. Just getting the tea towels out of the dryer. There's 70 people on Bot Mountain. There is 70 people on Bot Mountain, which is, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Considering it's only a fairly small stream. All of a sudden there's people from all over the world who are accidentally falling into it. Faithless Insomnia. Fantastic song. Fantastic. Not being racist at all. I've got nothing against anyone. We're all people, man. We're all people are people. We're all people, man. Oh, no break for your... Yes. There should be. But then, Jinxie, you haven't got the microphone, have you? That's what that's for. Don't want to be sneezing into the mic. That would be unprofessional. He says on a stream that's got bears writing fucking haikus. Honestly. Bless me, thank you, Ali. Donkey Sean, as they say in Japan. We are all people except Jeff. No one knows what Jeff is. I don't even think Jeff knows what Jeff is. We just know he's not. He's not like people. Some of the doggers love it. They love anything, them lot. The dirty, know what I mean? It's very niche, isn't it? Very niche, that. It's a niche kind of thing. We're going to have to quickly go somewhere, aren't we? Otherwise I'm going to run out of time.
But Kipper's Vindaloo can't be good for you.
Roof ninja woman found living inside shop sign said it was an old safe spot. The 34-year-old had a coffee maker, computer, bedding, phone and even a printer inside the sign. There we go. A woman who was living inside a sign on the roof of a Michigan supermarket told police officers who found it was an old safe spot. The 34-year-old woman, who has not been named, was found by police in the attic-like space inside the Family First sign on the 23rd of April. The woman had been living there for over a year and had a coffee maker, a computer, bedding, phone and even a printer with her. What are you printing if you're living inside that sign on the left-hand side? I mean, come on. Sign was estimated to be about 5 foot or 1.5 metres by 8 foot, 2.4 metres high, and has a door that is accessible from the roof. Asked how she found the space, she said it was an old safe spot that was known to her family and secret to most others. Not anymore, she remarked after police had found her. She stopped short of explaining why she'd been living there for over a year. Well, you would have thought because it's free, you know what I mean? The woman, who emerged in black clothing with ski goggles perched on her head, had been given the nickname Roof Ninja. One police officer joked. "Tell me that ain't cool," they said to the woman. There's only one ninja. There's only one ninja. One. That's it. Just the one. The tea towels smell lovely. How did she get in there? Now, apparently, the police got there by going up a ladder, a step ladder, or not a step ladder, proper ladders to get onto the roof to go into the room. She must have been getting in there via ladders somewhere else, or through the store. But she was there for a full year without them knowing. That sounds like a fantastic little gaff, that, doesn't it? No one's going to bother you. You haven't got people knocking on your door every 5 minutes. But yeah, how boss is that? I bet you now the people that own that particular store are looking at renting that place out as well. We can get about $4,000 a week for that. Yes, Mandy, the one true ninja. How did they find out? It didn't say in the article, I don't think. Maybe she had a party, she had loads of people around and it got a little bit out of hand, you know. Voice play. Jose Rosario Jr., my mother told me. Get on it, Lids. Yeah, it doesn't say in the article. How did they find out? Maybe someone was going past at 4 o'clock in the morning and saw a very pissed off milkman trying to take the MTs from off the roof. Apparently she did have a job though. This girl was holding down a job as well as living in a sign. I think fair play to her. That's what I think. If you can do that and live somewhere free of charge, living off, not necessarily off the grid, because say she was working full time and everything. Fair play to you. Much better accommodation. Who's working next, by the way? You want to go behind the bar next? Our Ali's doing fantastic work. Whose shift is it next? Who's going on there? And you got a phone call? No worries. Who's putting a shift in? Who fancies tips? Who wants to make bank, bro? Who wants to make Dwayne Eddies? Oh. Ow, stretchy. Ow. I need to be careful doing that because normally I end up getting like that, tremors. Jinxie, no problemo. If I can find it on here. Of course I can find it on here. You're there. Yeah, they switched everything off in the shop and the lecky meter was spinning like crazy. At which point, someone had a bit of a look around and she was there charging everyone's phone free of charge. Yep. Jackie, your non-racist sister from your another non-racist mister or something, I don't know. I will be having words with T-Mill. Bastards. How dare they? How very dare they? We are brothers across the ocean. Well, the Irish Sea, but you know what I mean. A bag of the crisp and a glass of Coke for our Ali. Yes, and you know what? Don't even charge you. Don't charge you for that. You're getting that as a freebie. The Clash, should I stay or should I go? Get ready for it. You're watching something about which countries are the most racist. It was interesting. What countries come up with that? I can imagine it's stuff that you wouldn't possibly think. Coming up, Ali. Who's coming up, Ali? Did I miss a meeting? Some screeching bell end. Right, the Clash are playing now. Yep, the same thing, absolutely the same thing, Jackie. Love the fact that we're all different, learning from it as well. Most of us, unfortunately, are in a little bit of an echo chamber. If it isn't for things like this, you speak to your mates who live down the road from you, or who are in work with you. No one really comes from anywhere too far away. But this, we can all, just show people what it's like. India's normally top. Japan was on the list. It's all mad, isn't it? And you got an important call. You'll be right back and you'll get behind the bar. Once Jinxie's finished their shift, you are right behind there. What the fucking hell? Is that the... Can you hear that? How low is that? It's the busy helicopter, la. Busy helicopter. Yep. Just throw Mandy the bottle, she'll mix it as she goes. She knows the stuff. It's probably something simple. No worries, Ali. I'll have a word with them now. Because if there is something that's causing a problem, they're losing out on money. It's them that make the money on stuff like this. So I'm sure they'd like to know. I might have to reach out to you and find out whereabout you are in the country, what format your address is in, just to give me. Is it slightly different to ours? I mean, obviously, it'll have zip codes for America, it'll have postcodes for the UK. Is the Irish postcode different to ours? Is that what's causing the problem? Do you live in a mobile home? Is that what it is? I used to live in a mobile home, but I moved. I used to live in a static caravan, but I got sick of balloons sticking to me. Is this thing on? Kirsty, you haven't done the slidey thing. Just get in the hot tub for 10 minutes and you'll be doing the slidey thing all over the place. It's the same as ours, so the format of the addresses shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. So it's not that. I'll have a word, I'll find out. Bastards. That's all you are, bastards. You haven't finished the bottle you got for Christmas? Mandy? It's, where are we? We are sailing. We are less than 4 weeks away from the longest day. If you got it for Christmas, we're nearly halfway through the year. And you still haven't finished? Man. Stop it. Sorry, I do apologise. Dad jokes, man. I'm the UK's #1 sit-down comedian. Told you this. Here we go. Springbok nude girls, blue eyes. Blue eyes. You sorted it easily enough. Thank you for doing that, Jackie, and thank you for being patient, Ali, but you shouldn't have to. I think that's the whole point of it. It should just be a straightforward thing where you want something, get in there, get it, and off you go. A bit like the car park. But it's not, is it? I'll find out off them and find out why that is. And then, if they can't sort it out, we'll get a coach party together, we'll go down and we'll knock shit out of Teesmill. Or T-Mill even. Teesmill is something completely different, isn't it? That sounds like a coffee shop kind of place in Middlesbrough. Set in an old-fashioned mill. Or bare brick and things like that. Welcome to Teesmill. What can I get you, mate? Sorry, we don't do our oat milk. Our mum and our dad haven't been to the shop yet, mate. Do you want a chicken parmo? It is a biggie though, isn't it? It's just nice that you've managed to do that between the two of you. I think it's lovely anyway. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And again, it shows you the sort of the power of community, people looking after each other. Mucho apreciado, as they say in Japan. Speaking of Japan. Well, do you know what? Isn't that lovely? And who made him breakfast in bed, and why didn't I get any? I mean, obviously I know I don't eat the same kind of thing that bears eat, but I'm not happy with that. I need to speak to my agent. I'm not having this. It is power of the community. That's the best thing you can take from this. I mean, I've watched loads of stuff about growing YouTube channels to the point where I don't watch them anymore because they're absolutely pointless. I watched one yesterday, which, again, like I say, I don't watch them anymore, but I watched one yesterday. Nolan Moult was saying, you can't believe what will make your channel brilliant. And then all of a sudden he said, don't edit. Don't do great thumbnails. Mate, you've been telling us for years to edit the shit out of everything, to make an ADHD thumbnails and all this stuff. Other people are just sitting down in front of a camera and talking now, and apparently that is absolutely astronomical. People love this kind of thing. Of course they do. In the same way that for every Mr. Beast, there's a Sam Sulek. or any. It's horses for courses, man. It's massive. There's loads of people on YouTube, so stop telling them all to do the exact same bloody thing. But one thing they do tell you is it's more important to grow a community than anything else, and I think this shows full well that it is. The whole community is more important than views, watch hours, anything. This interaction, I love it. Hugs for everyone, apart from Steve, obviously. They still need to go on a picnic. They do. The bear shit in the woods. Is the Pope a Catholic? Does the Pope shit in the woods? I don't know. Yeah, be thankful at least they're not putting makeup on you, Steve. Be thankful of that. Yet. Yet. I got threatened with that constantly in work. Constantly. Because I've got really long eyelashes. All the women-y folk, my women-y folk friends from there, please, please, please let us put mascara on you. Fuck right off. No, you're not doing it. I'll go on just once. No, not happening. Tony Christie, it's just the way to ram a dildo. Phone's just gone mad. Oh man, I forgot what time I made that, but it's still too hot. It's still mind-meldingly hot. I'm gonna have to start making it and leaving the lid off for a while so it cools down. Then thermos in it. Is that the thing to do? Is anyone let me know? Is this the best thing to do? Get it to the temperature that you like or that you want, then pour it in and then close it and just leave it as it is, and it will keep exactly the same temperature. Is that how that works? Or has it got to be red hot or freezing cold? Ali's giving us a tune. Go ahead, girl. Bit of Tony Christie. According to Mandy, Adam would see your head before he could see Moscow yesterday. He would do, because you'd be in front of it. You'd be there, wouldn't you? Behind you would be Moscow. Isn't that a mad fact, that though? I know Birmingham's high up, but then there's nothing remotely as high as that between here and Moscow. Is just, it must just be that little line of latitude. There's no mountains, there's nothing like that. It's just bang, off you go. You are closer. Things closer up look bigger than they are at times as well. Oh, hang on. Man, that crept up on me, that one. That crept up on me. Jesus. Oh. There's something out there, you know. I thought it was the trees. It might be the grass. Flower pollen don't really do much. But tree pollen does and grass pollen does. And the smell of grass is fantastic, but it does make me sneeze like a Colombian airport sniffer dog. Very easily identifiable. Angie, you are back. No worries. Our Jinxie's behind the bar at the moment anyway. Go bless you, Gavna. I've had a half for it there, haven't I? Go bless you, Gavna. Fresh air. Yeah, not used to it. Not used to fresh air. That's probably what it is. I forgot to mute. I did mute. It didn't work. Ah, bollocks. Is this muted or not? Was that muted or not? Bloody thing. Ah, well. I tried. Yeah. Sneezies. Easy sneezies. Jinxie, you had your bollocks removed. Did it make you talk in a light coloured voice? It would do, wouldn't it? Do you swim better now that you've had them removed? There's less drag effect. Is that what it is? Strictly verified prisons producing British stuff substitute dysphoric statisticians, Georgetown's criticism. That does make perfect sense, doesn't it? Makes more sense than a lot of things you see in the paper these days, to be honest. Not that I know, because I haven't read a paper in 15 years. Temptation, Heaven 17. What an absolute rammer. I've still got this somewhere as well. Heaven 17, Temptation. Right, I'm pressing play. To hell with the consequences. Yeah, you thought to start it was a proper sentence. It looked like it. Yeah, no wonder you struggle with claggy flaps. When they took the orbs out, did they just leave the purse they came with flapping in the clag? 'Cause that's not good. No, it's bueno, man. Grocery Presidium squeaking grinder, Origin coffin corrosion coffin geek, Quicksilver Netflix player banking risk. I think all of them sound like a banking risk. We are learning loads today, aren't we? The orbs. What else were they called? Les œufs d'amour, the eggs of love. You think you put Balooey some on at some point? You did, because I added some of these today. These weren't on there until about 7:10. And I did put Balooey some on as well, so that might appear at some point. It's a designer bag, is it? You can get anything designed now, can't you? I've just spent £5 on a colostomy bag, a designer one, until a costomy bag. Is this thing on? You buy them in Ann Summers. Or some sitting on a table in the dogging area. Yeah, Tenacious D was on there as well. It was actually, I've added that as well. There will be some gentle stuff happening soon, I think. I know, I'm wonderful, aren't I? You've been busy adding requests, Mandingo, so you put more of your own. That's alright, I don't mind. It's all part of the thing, innit, you know what I mean? All part of the holiday. I've added Echo and the Bunnymen, Half Man, Half Biscuit, Duran, Evan 17, Balooey some, Grace Jones, loads of stuff that I absolutely love. Steve won the game, he did. He finished off with a long pot, screwed back, and in for the long brown. Yeah, really like Great Love Song by them, Dave Grohl. David, your very own Dave Grohl. I listened to Storyteller, his autobiography thingy thing, on. Was it on? It might have been on Spotify. Audiobooks on Spotify, and I listened to the whole of that while I was taking me sister to the hospital for a treatment. I'd just sit outside and listen to that, and it was brilliant. I loved it. If you haven't listened to it before, either listen to it or go and buy the book, actually. He's a very, very a good raconteur is our Dave. Mandy's the only one listening. Someone's got to. Right, up next, I think we can all join in on this one. Bit of Tight Fit, The Lion Sleeps Tonight. All together now. Are we in my way? Are we in my way? Like I have a choice. Most of them are yours. Yes, Mandy, but the songs that you added are all brilliant, so I'm quite happy with that. Yep. You went for the pink and potted the brown. That's normally 4 points away, isn't it? Well, actually be 6 away, wouldn't it, in that case? Did you chalky tip first, though? We need to know that. Jinxie, you've got the book. You'd do him legally. I'm sure you would. I am sure you would. Speaking of which, Tight Fit. These things write themselves, don't they, at times? Go on, everyone. A whim away, a whim away. So if you'll get your cows. I love that. That's a brilliant punchline, that one, isn't it? And you've seen Saf's proposition of a game of darts with you. In the back room you get. Just add Shania Twain. Never the twain shall meet. Ooh wee. Are you still singing, Ali, or do you need the mop and bucket? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Yeah, have you pulled, Steve? Have you pulled? Is there someone in the car park you're not telling us about? You love Shania? That don't impress me much. Not my scene, man. Although still a million times better than Alana's fucking modest fucking set. Isn't it ironic? Not remotely, you daft bastard. I think we should have a whip round and buy an actual a dictionary for Shania Twain, for Alana's modest set, and just show her what irony's all about. Oh, me sneezing. It's me sneezing. It's like 10,000 spoons where all you need is a knife. Who the fuck's got 10,000 spoons in a drawer? I mean, come on, seriously. What is she playing at? It's like meeting the man of your dreams and meeting his beautiful wife. Isn't it ironic? No, that's just fucking annoying. It's like rain on your wedding day. No, it's piss poor. It's not ironic, it's just piss poor, mate. It's annoying. I'm on a roll tonight, I am, aren't I? It's like a free ride when you've already paid. That is annoying. That's it. It's not ironic or, anything like that. It's just fucking really, really annoying. I could have got away with that. Kirsty, at least you haven't added songs from musicals. Go for it. There's only one song that you're not allowed to add from a musical. And that's that fucking dirge the half-wits from across the park sing. Not having that. You'll never wank alone. Not having that at all. Maybe she's at IKEA. She might have been. If it was the IKEA in Russia, I don't know. Why did I say Russia? Oh, I know why I said Russia. Fucking hell. That's why. Kate Bush, Babushka. How weird is that? How does my brain work? I know it doesn't, but I've seen Babushka and straight away Russia just went... Phew. What I meant was, if she was at the IKEA in Warrington, which is not like Russia at all, apart from the fact that it is sort of in brown and beige, and people queue up to buy bread, and they keep pointing at the moon going, oh. And when you say to people in Warrington, how'd you get to the airport? No. How'd you get to the airport? Oh, fuck off. Thomas la. How you doing, man? Tombola. Good evening. How's everyone this fine Sunday? We're all doing good. Does Rocky Horror count as a musical? It does, because It has been hosted as a musical, hasn't it? Or as musical theatre. Ask Callan about that, he will tell you all about it. Tim Curry, man, what a man. Anyway, Kate Bush, Babushka. It's playing, it's coming up, it's there. You studied in Warrington, it's like dueling banjos. Yep. Whenever Warrington Wolves score a try, it's high sixes all round. I'd like you to meet me mother, me sister and me wife. Where are they? There she is. I've got friends in Warrington, actually. I shouldn't be having a go on it, but let's face it, it is. We're from Liverpool, so we can call any little town around Liverpool wool inbred. It's just, that's what we do. I say, living in Southport, which has also got the same accusation. But I don't mind. Did you see any meerkats on your way in? Tombo la 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 la. Did you? Voulez-vous chier? Yeah. It does sound familiar, Steve. It does, doesn't it? That's it. Roll your own. A game the whole family can play. You spoke to your nephew on a different stream. You didn't let him know it was you. Very nice, very nice, very sneaky. No meerkats. Should you have seen them? Only if they were out and proud. Meerkats are mad, aren't they? I mean, proper full-on mad. They just look like sort of... They're always on edge. Obviously, they're always on edge because everything that lives around them can eat them. But, I don't know, would you like to live on your nerves the way they do all the time? Like, fucking, every time there's anything outside, what the fucking hell was that? Saf said there was a couple around somewhere, and he would know because his backyard is the African jungle, the Serengeti plain. He backs onto the Serengeti plain. If anyone's watching, Saf's from South Africa, and everyone in South Africa next door is the Serengeti plain, and that goes all the way up until I think it's Paris. I'm pretty sure if you check your geography books, that's exactly what it looks like. Just saying, like. Did he recognise your name? If not, why not? You'd never figure out that that's your handle. Because it doesn't scream Kirsty, does it? It does to us because we know it's you, but... Yeah. Jinxie's behind the bar at the moment. Angie's just warming up. Should be behind there at 10. Speaking of which, tell me if this is too loud or not. I have tried to change it. Was that too loud or was that okay? Is that quieter than it was last time? Yep. Angie's a bit like buses. Streams like buses, rather. If you miss one, don't worry about it. Another 6 will come across very, very soon. Oh. This one's for car 32 in the car park. This is a request to come on, Eileen. Right, you think of a dragon, or your name, or cats. No rabbit holes. Not too loud. Brilliant. That means a lot to me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sound. It's okay. That means I'm going to have to press something that's going to be even louder, doesn't it? Lock-in activated. Bank holiday, man. We've got a latey. Much better. Right, I am now. I've got a sort of level that I can work to. I can drag everything down to about 23%. I think it is, if I remember rightly. And I've got no idea why everything's so bloody loud. Ali's gentle. Unless you annoy her, obviously. Angie's the lioness. What are you then, Ali? What are you then? What are you? What are you? Lioness or cougar? Cougar's a strange one, isn't it? Some woman told me once she was a cougar. So you're interested in younger men? She said, no. I eat raw flesh and shit in the long grass. All right, really? Okay. Fair play to you. Anyway, it's our anniversary next week. I'm here all week. Yeah, much better the volume. The conclusion's a bit blunt. I'll have to get to grip of the bell end. Much better, yes. I'll polish the bell end next week as well. Make sure it looks better. No rabbit holes, because he doesn't know you jump into those head first, feet first, and everything else first, depending on what kind of mood you're in. No bank holiday in Ireland. Do you know what? This is bang out of order. This is bang out of order, man. This is racist. This is anti-Irish racist. We're having this. Do you have a bank holiday the 3rd of June? My next toy is an equaliser app. I have equaliser apps, but the overall mix has to be of a certain level so you can hear what's going on. Of course, I have to make sure whatever I put on there is at a certain level that it comes out sounding okay in the end. I know you're a sound engineer and what have you, but maybe once it's monetised, I can get you to sort all the sound out. I can route it through to your gaff, you can sort it, and then we'll be sound. You had one at the beginning of May, as did we for May Day. But we're having one again tomorrow as well, because why not? We need one, we deserve one. Any particular brand or house ale? A pint of some boring brown bitter. There's nothing boring about bitter, man. You'll have one in June as well. Right. What is the Bears Paws House Ale? Yeah, Camp and Furnace that used to have its own beers. Brown Bear was one of them. It was lovely. I need to check that out. I haven't been in Camp and Furnace. Mind you, I don't drink, in fairness. Yeah. There you go. But I've not been in there since it opened. I've not been in there. I used to just drink in the Croc. Pretty much. Slaughterhouse occasionally, the Corn Market, the Railway. The gin and tonics and McGuffey's are fantastic, by the way. Castle Street at times is starting to look more and more like Paris. Right, up next. Right, Electric Callboy. Is this Hyper, Hooper, or Hippier? Sammy Hoopier. Bastard. Mandy, the sound engineer. She's just an engineer, but, you know, I reckon she's sound. So she's a sound engineer, know what I mean? And of course, the proper full-on Scouse joke. Who's the nicest person in a Scouse hospital? The ultrasound guy. There you go. Bank holiday tomorrow's to do with a religious thing. You have to Google it for your mum. Tell us more about it, mum. You haven't been in Camp and Furnace for a decade. Your mate came in with Leighton Baines and didn't introduce you. What? Il bastardo. My dad taught Leighton Baines' kid how to drive. And I never got introduced. He also taught Duncan Ferguson's son to drive. And I never got introduced to Duncan Ferguson. My absolute hero. well, in the absence of Andy Gray, my absolute hero. Yeah, so what is it? What is it? What is it? No, my phone's just starting to go a bit weird. Can't be arsed with that. Right, so Kirsty just mentioned it. There's a second bank holiday in May originally because of Whit Monday. Hang on. I've got to send money to the half-wit. I'm sure she thinks I'm made of cash. Mind you, I think she's made of kidneys, so we're halfway there, aren't we? Kin hell, got nothing left. The check that I put in needs to go through fairly quickly. There we go, daughter. Money given to daughter. 4:27 she rang me this morning. 4:27. Hyper, you're crazy. Do you know I've never even heard it. I'm playing it now, I've never even heard it. A lot of the stuff that I hear people reacting to is just not my kind of stuff at all. Which is fair enough, I suppose, isn't it? Angry Gray, the very man. We signed him and Peter Reid, and they were the fuel to the fire of what made Everton the best team in the country at the time. It needed that impetus and they brought it. Absolutely amazing. The second bank holiday of the month in May exists because it used to be held on the day off in the Christian calendar after Whit Sunday or Pentecost. See, I wouldn't know all this because I'm just not remotely religious. Mandy's got a PGD. Do you want a plaster for it? In deep breath. Computer-based electronic music of sound recording techniques. That is spectacular. And we love our Peter Reid. Peter Reid, Derek Manfield, Kev the Rat, Psychopath, Shaggy Stevens, Neville South. Oh, Everton, no. Yeah. Thought would have been more Adrian Heath. It was Andy Gray that did it. He was the absolute catalyst for everything that went well for us. It was just, so for me, seeing someone, my dad was that kind of forward as well, just banging into people all the time. I thought he was fantastic, Andy Gray. Mind you, we had a team full of fantastic players back then. Kevin Sheedy was in our pub one night on a stay behind, and I was stood at the end of the bar serving people, and then talking to whoever was there as well, and he was stood next to me, and all the time I was looking at his left foot. How much of a dickhead is that? Like, I was would have been my late 20s, and I'm just looking at his left foot all the time, thinking, twice taking free kick against Ipswich. Fucking what an idiot, but what a man. You never done anything professionally with it? Yet, Mandy, yet. You will be the sound engineer for this stream going forward. Once I move it into an actual pub. How's that? You'd have your own little office with loads of slidey bits. I've got a degree in angles. I left school with a spirit level in woodwork. What's this thing on? Kirsty, you're not religious either, but your mum asked you, so you Googled it. Google is a religion. Oh, sorry. I haven't even noticed the fucking time here. Jinxie off. Where is it? Where's all my stuff gone? Where's Angie gone? Oh, there you go. Sorry. Sorry. Just fucking. It's a Stream Deck XL, and I'm using 3 different banks of pages on there. Oh, man, how has this got to this stage where I need an entire road crew of people? And things on its arse, isn't it? Ali wants a hammer sandwich and tea. Very nice, very nice. Mandy skipped the degree and went straight to postgrad. I'm presuming postgrad is the name of a pub in North Wales. Kirsty wants a Coke float. And Jackie's putting the Sebastian Vettel on. Happy days. Kirsty, you don't have a degree in anything you do. You have a degree in rabbit hole librarianisms. Ali, you've got a degree in madness. Absolutely. Yeah, Coca-Cola and ice cream in a glass. Float. Root beer floats being particularly popular in the United States. Of that there, America there, I think so. We used to have cream soda floats. Coke float coming up for Kirsty. Coke float, as they call it in Japan. Well, Australians do anyway. Yep, you've got a degree in life, that's all you need. You do sometimes. It will take you further than a lot of other degrees will. That I know. Jinxie, you've got a degree in law and government. What? Man. So we need to be careful here now, otherwise we'll end up before the beak. Bit of Dre and Snoop in the corner. You could do with a bottle of Royal Mint chocolate liqueur. Put it on the order. I will make sure that there's one on the shelf behind us. There's no shelf behind us. Jinxie for PM. Prime Minister or personal message. It's 2 different things, that, mate. 2 different things completely. Good choice, good choice. Cup of tea and a ham sandwich. Sure grand. You remember having Coke floats when you're around 6 and you haven't had one in years? Then you need more. A degree in life is what is needed. It is. We need to be pushed into learning about what life is about a bit more, I think. A bit more practical. What to expect. Mad, isn't it? Your thing was family law and European law. Very nice. So you're brainy, are you? Dead brainy. Makes a Black Russian taste like after 8 minutes. Does it now? Ah, good thinking. That can go on the cocktails board then. An after 8 Black Russian. Which also can happen in the car park. Black Russians after 8. Do you want mayo on that ham sandwich? Do you want it on rye? Hold the mayo. Kirsty, you're off. No worries. Catch you later, Arkhead. You thought PM stuff for positively mental. You mean positive mental, yeah. It can mean different things on different days. Take us fech. No, you're not. And I know you're not from the Republic. I just go into Father Ted mode occasionally. As soon as I see the word fech. Jess said cheers, boss. Right. I've just insulted her back. Butter. Just butter, yep. butter. Just butter. Look at her hands are like butter. And her nails, they're like butter. Her skin, oh my God, her skin's like butter. Yeah. Grab a coffee, we'll talk. Love Father Ted. It's fantastic, isn't it? Say hi to Jess. Oh, sorry, too late. I've just told her to piss off. Literally just told her to piss off. Tweak birthday card. But her. Yep. I'm getting overclamped. I need to practice these more. I used to be brilliant at them. I was singing in the car the other day to something. I can't remember what it was, but it was in tune. So maybe, I don't know, there's the part of my brain that took away my ability to do accents and impressions and sing is starting to come back slowly. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? I hope so. I miss doing them. How do you say water? Water. That's up Yorkshire, isn't it? Water. Has he got any water? Mind you, I think there's bits of Lancashire also talk like that. Where's my water? He fell into it, water. Guy Martin says that all the time, doesn't he? Too much water. Those impressions sounded pretty damn good to you. And I used to be fantastic at impressions. I mean, really, really good. The unfortunate problem is it's normally people that no one else know. I mean, not many people around the world will know Peter Beardsley or Alan Hansen, but you just go down and bomb in the pub, you know what I mean? Like, and the accents have stopped me getting a good hiding on several occasions watching Everton away. When people ask you what time it is, just so they hear what accent it is. If you want to sound posh, say, hello. Yes. Bloody footballers, exactly. Footballers with good voices for impressionists to do. Not that I'm an impressionist. Impressionistic, maybe, as a kid, but certainly no impressionist. A-level French stopped you getting hiding in Lille with Everton. Is that when we took about 12,000 fans with us? They probably knew that you weren't French, but at least he's having a go. He's made an effort here. Don't give him a volleying. Actually, a Dutch accent has got me out of getting a kick in somewhere as well. Where was that? I forget where it was, but... You fucking scarce, huh? Oh, now I've come from the Netherlands to watch the football, you know. I don't support any of the teams. I just want to go and watch a decent game of football, you know. Speak Dutch then, and I come up with blah, 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 proper Dutch. Oh my God. Can't sound posh, you swear too much. Posh people swear too, you know. Peter Beardsley sounds like he's got a hot potato in his mouth. He does, doesn't he? And it's always like, obviously the ball went over, like you were rushing and lifting the ball in the foot, they put it in the back of the net, like, you know what I mean? Obviously, yeah, that's fantastic, man, you know what I mean? It's 3-0, like. What? And now he does commentary. How can he do radio commentary? Just stupid, isn't it? So, Peter, tell us all about that second goal. Well, the ball went left on the side, like, obviously, it's going in the back of the net, like, obviously, you know. What? Doesn't work on TV, but you can see his lips moving, never mind fucking radio. Half-wit. But he's making money out of it, so fair play. What a player, though. What a player. And it was funny, everyone used to say he was ugly when he was wearing red, and as soon as he started wearing blue, it just brought out the colour in his eyes. It looked so handsome. It's gorge. thought I was going to start sneezing again then. I didn't though, I didn't. Yeah, bonjour Thomas, ça va? 9 years ago. 9 years ago, what? Doesn't feel like 9 years ago. Yeah, it wasn't 12,000, it was at least 100,000. You were in the weird neutral part of the ground and a French gendarmerie cosplaying as Robocop collared you. Yeah, the Dutch, it is simply sensational, the Dutch accent, I like that, yeah. Cockney, you're scarce, huh? She want about you. What was it? One of the lads from work went down there, having to go there for work, so it was not football related, and he was drinking in one of the locals. Said it was every time I walked in, oh, here he fucking is again. Here he fucking is again, the scarce, huh? What you doing round here, you saucy James Blunt? A saucy James Blunt. You're having a Steffi Graf, ain't ya? You couldn't go there with the football in the same place because there would be absolute murder. Been watching the darts. Michael van Gerwen's Dutch accent never ceases to amaze you. The accent's fantastic. Again, I used to be better at it. Much better at it. Saucy James Blunt coming round here, giving it lobsters, thinking you're something when you're napping. Look at ya, look at ya. Who do you think you are? A Rory McGrath, yep. A Steppy Graf. A Turkish bath. What you want about? What you want about, you slag? Boss, isn't it? Make sure you do the old Cockney bowl as well. They don't walk, they bowl everywhere, don't they? Your thumb in there. She fucking looking at us, fucking have it, you scarce, huh? Oi, oi, Savaloy. Still burning me bastard face off. I haven't been to London in a while. Obviously. I was in fucking hospital, wasn't I, 2 years ago? I'll have to go down there at some... Yeah. You want some? You fucking want some? That little Wheelston Raider. I love that. That's the unfortunate problem with a lot of people down there. They think that an accent equates to being hard. And then they suddenly get found out when some northerner batters shit out of them. I've got the fucking accent, I've got the badge and all kinds of stuff, and he pasted me all over the fucking street, mate. What's going on here? You need to be able to fight as well, bud. Stop watching Green Wing. Not Green Wing, Green Street. Start watching Green Wing instead. Been watching Mary Poppins. Oh, that Dick Van Dyke, his accent's fantastic, and he was like, Mary Poppins. What part of London are you from there, mate? And can you see the Sydney Harbour Bridge from where you are? Mary Poppins is a great film, by the way. Just saying, just putting that out there. How's the ham sandwich? Warmed it so it butter melted the butter. You can't do accents, you just sound like David Niven all the time. David Niven, what a man, what a man, what a man. What a mighty fine man. I have absolutely no idea what's on at the moment. Rhythm is a dancer. Oh no, Rhythm is going to get you. Gloria Estefan. Which is Spanish for, that's what you wake up with in the morning. You wake up with a Stevie Glory. Step in time. Is the barbecue fired up? You fancy a hot dog? You want a sausage in your buns? Is that what you're saying? You want a sausage? Yeah, we need to get the fire pit sorted out. Keep drunken people away from you. It should be there. It should be there, but it's not. I've got more stuff to add, and I've got something that should be in time for the next one. I hope. Well, I've got tomorrow to sort it out anyway, so hopefully it should be alright. I haven't got that much to do really, have I? There might even be, if the weather's okay, there might be a Dennis Bird cam. I bought a shitload more food for them. Ran out yesterday after I'd filled it. So I've got more for them. Hopefully they're not too hungry. Bun length. Depends on the size of the buns, I suppose. Well, the hot dogs depends on the size of the bleeding hot dogs as well. We were in the States, I think it was the second time round, and someone got a hot dog. And I couldn't believe it, looking at it. I was like, what on earth is this? Hot dogs don't come that big. That's stupid. It's like a fucking fishing pole or something. The starlings you did it manage to be alright? I know you said you looked after it. Ah, the poor starlings. Man, you've got to be careful with starlings, haven't you? Because if you get one or two of them, you then suddenly might have about 5 million just murmurating above your head. Is murmurating a word? I know it's a murmuration, but can you murmurate? Conjugate the verb to murmurate. You need to refill your feeders tomorrow. Make sure you do. Our poor little birdie friends need it. Obviously not as much as they do during the winter or whatever, but look after them. Look after your birds and they'll look after you. Right. Miracle of sound. Skull. I'm presuming it says skull. As in cheers. You can hear fireworks. Have a look out your window. You're in the exact same kind of place I am, where people will throw fireworks up for absolutely nothing. I always find the garden still like something out of Hitchcock though. Does that mean it's full of birds, or there's some fat bastard just standing there in silhouette all the time? Bastard crows keep eating all of the food when you put it out. They just, they don't give anyone a chance, do they? Anyone. It's fucking birds, man, wake up. They don't give other birds a chance. The little ones, that's the reason why I think I'm quite happy with what we've got at the moment, using that little seed stuff. It's because, there's been a few magpies and a few pigeons, but apart from that, the big birds tend to stay away, and it's just the little ones. There's the... What do we have out there the other day? Starlings, sparrows, a few little blackbirds. The robin, that's an angry little fucker that lives in the tree next door there. Oh man, one proper moody little sod. Your local butcher does a huge hog roast sausage. Wow, man. Have you given him a go? Have you given him a bash? Proper sausages, proper ones from the butchers are always dead nice. You're thinking of fireworks for the election? Not really. You're too considerate with the wildlife. I know, but you wouldn't mind, would you? As soon as they're gone, proper big, Ministry of Defence fireworks. Robins are loud at the moment. Don't know if it's courting season. They are loud, aren't they? Not just loud, but I had the window open this morning because it was still pretty hot. At about 4 o'clock, suddenly they started. It was like a switch had been flicked. 4 o'clock, they started singing. The robin, you could hear that. Even as I was lying on my bed over there with the window open, and it's just round the corner, it was still so noisy. It sounded like it was in the room with me. Mad. But he's angry as well, that one. Doesn't like other birds being in the garden, as if it owns the place. Red-breasted bastard. Jackie, you'd say that Steve loves a sausage. You know him well. You love robins. They're nice, aren't they? just angry. One bun-length hot dog on a toasted bun, bag of crisps on the side. There you go, proper. That's a proper snack. Yeah, Jacob Rees-Mogg, who sounds like an environmental email, doesn't it? An internal email about the environment. It's Jacob Rees-Mogg. The weather's awful. Yeah, bastard. Something to wobble the Richter scale. I can't wait for all of them to be a footnote in history. Absolute bastards. You love robins, Angie. Many of them where you live. Are they all basking? Or little redbreasts? They are nice, aren't they? Can't see them. They're still going now. Are they? Yeah, they can only be by you. They're not mine. There's no fireworks going off here. Definitely. Robins you associate with a loved one who's passed away. Oh, he is as well, isn't he? Jacob Rees-Mogg. He is a red. You can tell just by looking at him. And I've seen the picture of his kids in cop-eyed shirts. Bastard. They're all very basking, aren't they? Can't see the Tories winning. They're woeful. Thankfully, they're horrible. Absolutely, they're territorial. Is that the Birds or the Tories? Because they're pretty much the same as well. Jumping before they're pushed, one by one. Labour are no bleeding better anyway, though. Unfortunately. We need a revolution. We need Rick to lead the revolution. The people's poet. Get people who are in charge who are willing to make things better for as many people as possible, not just a very small minority. Sort the NHS out, man. We can't live without it. Literally. Stop putting shite in streams. It's not difficult. Who do we vote for? At this moment in time, whoever gets the Tories out. But also let it be known to the people that they are supposed to be representing the will of the people. And if the majority of us don't want the rivers polluted, which seems to be, judging by all the online polls and what have you, the overwhelming majority of British people don't want human shit being poured into streams. Stop doing it and stop letting them get away with it. And stop funneling billions and billions of pounds worth of taxpayer money into the pockets of the people who provide for you. It's not the way it's supposed to work. Put it back into the system. Make it work for people, not for your mates. It's not difficult really, is it? But it shouldn't be difficult. There's loads of them that won't be standing because they know they will be absolutely humiliated if they even try to stand in re-election. They're just going to end up losing the deposit, and then if they leave now, they know, well, if I was there, I'd have won that. Balls to them. Go and sit on GB News being an absolute prick. Hang on. Oh, Wolfie lad. Free tootin'. Carol Vorderman for PM. Oh, sticking with the North Welsh, are you? Aye. Actually, yeah, she's I like the way she's going for them, because I'm pretty sure she was one of them at one point. All that money coming in. But nah, she's had enough of them. Proper had enough of them and is going for them with a vengeance. Fantastic. Election night locking at the pause. We can do that. We'll have that. I'll get working on it. We'll do a swingometer. I could make a swingometer, couldn't I? Just lash it in there. Losing a deposit. Crying in a sports hall in some provincial backwater at 3am as the count is read. That's what we want to see. As Count Bin faces behind them, jumping up and down because he's got more votes. Marvellous. You have a beautiful absent friend's rose in your garden with wee robins at it too. Ah. Do you still have your golden showers in the garden as well, do you? Yeah, don't tell the ones in the car park about the swing. It's not a sex swing. You can't be using it for that. You can't be using it for that. Echo and your very own bunny men. People are strange. That looks as though that's them as well. On the front of the... Yeah, it's them. You can't see it. Doesn't matter. I can. Thing is, who do you vote for? Yeah. I can't wait to see the prick who's our MP at the moment. Hate him. The only Tory one on Merseyside. You see him doing bits of shopping in Tesco, trying to look like the everyman when you know he goes home and he's having fucking Harrods delivered to his house. Swat. Thank you for voting today. I didn't vote for you, prick. Get out me way. I've only got one hand and I'll still beat the fuck out of you. Can't do without your golden shower. Of course you can't. Otherwise you'd be pissed off rather than pissed on. Because it's the first time ever you don't know what to vote for. Isn't it? It's the whole political landscape's gone mad. It's gone too far to the right. The Overton window has moved too far to the right. To the point where the Labour Party are now further right than John Major's Conservative Party. It's just stupid. And they're all trying to impress the same 5 van drivers from Essex. Trying to out-racist each other. Stupid, man. We've sent one person home. Or not even home, sorry. One person to Rwanda, and it's cost £400 million. And even he had to be paid to go and volunteered. Things on its arse. We need to stop the boats. We do. And there's an easy way of doing that. Deal with people's asylum claims. Get someone in there to deal with them. Paperwork. If you qualify, in you come. If you don't, bye-bye. Simple. Dead easy. Another sandwich for Ali and another tea. Get it in your lid. And he's offering to top people off. King Kate. Yeah, I'm the same there, to be honest. I don't like Labour at all. I don't like Keir Starmer and the way they're doing things. It is important to get rid of what we have at the moment, but it's just the same people with the same ideas, a different colour tie. The country needs a change. It needs to be something completely different. Just someone to come in and go, right, you know what, we're doing this for the benefit of the people in the country. We're going to bring the railways back into national ownership rather than paying money to foreign governments, which is what we're doing at the moment. France and the Netherlands own entire stretches of the railways, and if they aren't putting trains on, it doesn't matter because we still pay them. We give them subsidies, which then goes into making train travel cheaper in France and the Netherlands. It's just, the fucking thing's mad. Stop it. Don't let the money go over there. Just keep it here. Put it back into our infrastructure for our people. Simple, man. Simple. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. There was something online that said if you don't know who to vote for, vote on behalf of or in the interest of the most vulnerable person you know. Yeah, exactly. What can I do that will help people that need it the most? And it's not the people who are currently siphoning billions of pounds of taxpayers' money out. Not a chance. Do it right. Or do it shite. Oh, you're putting your uniform shirt back on? No, we were making money on there. We were selling spaces at the window for the doggers who were looking in. Yeah, so from Northern Ireland you only get the DUP, Sinn Féin, Alliance, non-Labour or Tory. So you're a bit stuck, aren't you? It's a bit slightly different over there as well, isn't it? Slightly different case of affairs, unfortunately. Your wife thought there was a candidate called Sean Finn. That would make... Please, if there's someone called Sean Finn, move to Northern Ireland and campaign for Sinn Féin. That would be fantastic. Yeah, your last First Minister had to resign 2 months ago over historical thanks charges. He did. Dirty boy. They're all at it. You don't think I mean, these people are on £90,000 a year. Do you not think that's enough? And that you would think, I'm earning Brewsters, I'm on expenses as well, and I can make a difference to people's lives. Why not just think, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities, and I'm going to keep my nose clean. I am not going to annoy people, and I'm, try and make a difference. Yeah, no. Jackie wasn't involved for a change. He was a hateful fucker. Yep. So he was. A dirty bastard, so he is. That Mr. Donaldson, wasn't it? That's it, boy. Grace Jones, Slaves to the Rhythm, 7-inch version. The 12-inch would be too long. Yeah, good riddance to people like that. More into middle of the road politics, not into tribal. I'd say that was a good thing, apart from centrism. I don't understand. I've got people on me sort of Twitter timeline who are uber central. I think, how can you be centrist? You're either one thing or the other. It doesn't matter how far to the side you are, but the central thing, what are you? Do we sell off everything, or do we keep everything as, in public hands? You can't do both. They're mutually exclusive. And if you do go centrist, you end up with Tony Blair. And that didn't go particularly well, did it? Well, it might have done if you owned certain munitions companies, but not if you were, I don't know, for example, someone who's Iraqi or Afghanistan. Whole world's mad, man. Chill. You should put Mitsubishis into the drinking water for everyone. Start playing dance music on street corners. Everyone hug each other, it'd be much better. You don't have left, right, you have Catholic or Protestant, which is a bit weird over there anyway. Arguing over wars from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. We've moved on, man, we've moved on. As I say, in Belfast, we were told, before we even went, we were told, don't mention religion, don't talk about football. And then when we got there, I recognised that I was wearing an orange lanyard and my mate was wearing a green one. And we had to explain to everyone, this is not what you think, this is just what we had in our bags without thinking about it. And they got talking to us, and I said this before, didn't I? The thing that they told us, all the people in Belfast, is we get on well with everybody apart from each other. So that sums them up perfectly, because we're all fantastic people. There was never any issues with any of them. And yet when it comes to certain days of the year, they wouldn't talk to each other. Stupid, man. All nice people, all good people, all good friends, and then because it's a certain day of the year or something's happening, they wouldn't talk to each other. For fuck's sake, man, come on. Get over this. Let's make a difference. Yeah, Mitsubishi's a white dove for the Orcs, is right. It stopped football hooliganism almost overnight, didn't it? 1987, people were stabbing each other and spraying ammonia in each other's faces. 1989, they're all hugging each other. I know which one I preferred. And it didn't involve moody cockneys screaming, fucking stained! And calling each other saucy James Blunts. No, none of that. More chilled. Go to the rave on a Friday night. Be on a bit of a come down on Saturday, but still be loved up. Much better. Whereas now they're all getting the badge in and taking the little bags with them. Little bags of bravery. Fucking idiots. Wales gone mad. The only Garys you're dropping tonight are antibiotics. Are you double dropping? No tombola. Are you proper going for it, lad? Same said about the Palestinians. They were fighting the Jews to be killing each other. There's a lot of tribalism in the whole of the Middle East, everywhere. But to be fair to the Palestinians, after what's happened to them, I'm not surprised that they're fighting back. Again, the whole of the Middle East needs to chill itself. Look after each other. We are all brothers and sisters after all, no matter where you're from. I think it was Ian Brown from the Stone Roses said it best for me. It's not where you're from, it's where you're at. That's far more important. If you cut us, do we not bleed? It's the same colour blood. Just be nice, man. Just be nice, it's easy. Far more easy than people think it is. Leave your tribalism to one side. Look after your fellow man, as you would like to be looked after yourself. Do unto others, unless you're in the car park, at which point watch out what you're doing there, man. Football hooliganism was awful for years, it was, which is part of the reason why I'm delighted that Leeds never came up today. Because when my dad played for Middlesbrough, they played at Ellen Road, and instead of being on the football coach, the coach with the other team, instead of being on the coach with the rest of the team going back to Middlesbrough, he was in the car so we could come to Liverpool after the game. And he come out to the players' lounge, him, me mum and me. I must have only been 6 or something. They saw him, recognised him, and surrounded him, and they were going to knock fuck out of him, when at least just one fella said, don't, he's with his wife and kids. And even then, they had to, all right, yeah, we'll leave it alone for now. Fucking idiots. So Leeds, if you're from Leeds, you support Leeds, I don't care. Absolute knobheads. And I'm glad you never come up. But that's what happens here, isn't it? When you get treated like that by people. Fuck yous. Life doesn't mean the same there as it does here. Doesn't mean the same here either, to be honest with you, Steve. Otherwise we wouldn't have people in charge who are allowing people to die here as well. You know what I mean? For a lot of people it's just a number. It shouldn't be that way. And again, that goes back to like Tony Blair. If he's quite happy to see 1 million people on a stat sheet as these are collateral damage, it's 1 million people, like, but the collateral damage, their lives, they're not just names or numbers, their lives, man. Just be nice. People be nice to each other. Your wisdom tooth's got an infection. Oh, antibiotics before it got pulled. I got mine removed, was it last week or the week before? Painless. Apart from the fact that it cost a bleeding fortune. I'm back there on Wednesday as well for more treatment. Can't fucking wait. Coolio, Gangster's Paradise, man. Yes, falling apart again. It's quite funny hearing that. Ali, you never got your wisdom teeth? Do you need more wisdom? What's going to hurt more, the tooth pulled or the cost? With me, it was the cost, because I've had to go private. When they're taking £100 deposit for work, you know it's, £100 deposit, not that's how much it's going to cost in total. No. Fuckers. But it don't matter. It don't matter. As long as you got your health. Yes, you are wise enough. You lovely ladies, more than wise enough. Cost not too bad. NHS, how have you managed to have an NHS dentist, man? You love your dentist. My dentist's fantastic, but bloody expensive. She's nice though. She's got a very pretty smile. which is wonderful when they're extracting every last penny that you've got out of your fucking wallet. There you go. Needs must when the devil drives, as Jeff told me. Jinxie, you've got an NHS dentist and you can't get an appointment until October. This is what they're doing. They're absolutely ruining everything. Deliberately done as well. If you run down the NHS, you can then say that it doesn't work, so you have to privatise it and then sell it off to your mates, bring in insurance, and then everything's going to be bollocksed. That's the plan. And it doesn't matter how many people are affected by it. It doesn't matter, they're just numbers. And you still pay some. Yeah, we all do, don't we? There used to be a time when your free dentistry was free. Actually free. Now it ain't. It's stupido, as they say in Japan. You remember when you got a tooth out going back donkey's years, it was €80. I think, well, I had to have an emergency bit of dentistry work done on New Year's Eve this year, 9 o'clock in the morning. And that was, because it was emergency, was that £30. But I think an extraction's about £280 private. For a fucking extraction. Not all the other stuff that you possibly need to do. Oh, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Thomas, level 5, it's going up, it's there. You had the check-up the other day, x-rays, extraction, and the prescription will be just under £100. Right, so you've been with a dentist for 20 years, they've gone booper, but they've kept the NHS clients for now. If you're there, they'll keep you. But it's horrible, isn't it, the way it works? Yeah, all you need is a bright light, a good mirror, and some Fuji 9. We know this to be true, Steve. We know this to be true. We've heard it from the Bob's mouth. Couldn't get a checkup appointment for 4 months, but credit to them, you had the same day one for the urgent consultation. You can't go wrong with that then. I mean, it's a pain in the ass having to wait all that time, but if you need, and yeah, that's fair play, I suppose, isn't it? You do get some help with the payments to the NHS. It should be free. You're keeping the people healthy. What's wrong with keeping people healthy? It's stupid, man. The same with the NHS. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if it works out properly. You either keep people healthy so they can carry on working and paying tax, or they're completely unhealthy to the point where they can't work anymore. They're not paying tax. Then you have to go on benefits or something else, and you still have to pay for them anyway. It just makes no sense. Look after your people. Keep people as well as possible. Keep them working. Keep them paying taxes. That's the society that we live in. It's fucking stupid, man. Good old Bob. You can't beat Bob. The world needs more Bob. Yeah, what's wrong with keeping people healthy? Good health's not profitable. It isn't. Well, it is. It's really profitable to the country, but it's not profitable to certain organisations or to certain donors. Thankfully, you're never sick. Be very, very thankful. Be very thankful. Some people are like that though, aren't they? I was a bit like that. I get colds, but never really anything that I need to go to a doctor with. And then my brain exploded. So maybe it was saving it all up for that one particular day, but yeah. You never have to go to the doc. Be very, very thankful. Your local private GP appointment is £75, man. Ooh. Wood being touched by Thomas and also Steve at Ali's behest. I haven't had a splinter in years. Touch wood. You can have that one. Who decided teeth and eyes were extras to health services? This, I think, would have come in, would have been, was it around Thatcher's era? Before that, it was all just part of your normal health. I'm sure it was Thatcher. Look into it. I'm sure it was her. Obviously. Anything that could have ruined the working class, she was all for. Ears and feet too, which apparently are interconnected. Well, they are if you look at some of the ladies in the car park anyway. Ears and feet are in close proximity. Typical answer. €60 there as well. It's mad, isn't it? Just the amount of cash. I mean, obviously, I've never gone private with a dentist before. It's always been NHS in the past, but around lockdown, it was they decided most of the dentists around here get rid of as many people as possible and go private. So quite a few of them have got no NHS places at all, and there's no other places you can go to. So I have been forced into going, and I could not believe how expensive it is. If you're flexible, Angie, if you're flexible. Are you flexible? Well, I can't do Wednesdays or Saturdays. Yeah. So, your NHS GP has said go and find your own for your ears and feet. Man, how bad is it? I mean, is there going to be a list of things, like a menu? If it's any of this, go and find it out for yourself. If it's this, this and this, we can do that cheap enough. Fuck's sake, man. Mad, innit? I had to wait, even for me physio when I left the hospital. I had 6 weeks of physio and occupational therapy to get me back into the house. That took me up until just before New Year's Eve. And then after that I had to wait for 13 weeks for physio, 19 weeks for occupational therapy. Just because there wasn't enough people. Stupid, man. Except for under 16s, of course, yeah, otherwise go to private services. The only other thing you need to do with that is if it's too expensive, just get yourself sacked for a couple of weeks. Go on the dole. As soon as you're on the dole, get everything done, paid for, get everything sorted, and then once you're finished, go back and start working again. People will start doing it. Yeah. You work with GPs and patients typically over 65, yeah. Whilst teeth and eyes are accepted as non-primary care, lots of people miss and need feet and ears. What? Madman. Kirsty, sorry you disappeared, your mate rang. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We know. You've got an actual life. Don't worry about that. I'm only jealous. The only call I got was a text, and that was off my daughter asking for money. Bastard. This kidney better be worth it, Jess, if you're watching. What have you missed? Oh, man. We got very politicised. At the moment, we're having teeth removed. We're also having feet and ears removed. And we're all paying money for it. Politics, impressions, Class A drugs, yeah. Dentistry. You haven't even had a text. We'll send you the text in a minute. Calling you all the filthy names under the sun. Yeah, it's fireworks and sandwiches you missed as well. You pay 30 quid for your feet. My trainees cost way more than 30 quid, mate. If you pay 30 for yours, I think mine will probably cost about 50 or 60. Seeing as though I've got size 11 feet. They're not big though, they used to be big, they're not anymore. My nephew's about, I think he's a 13 or a 14 foot. How can your feet be that big, man? He's got to go to McGull to turn round. Politics, health, and some very odd jokes. Oh, Steve, yeah. When your auntie had the issue, specialist said he couldn't help her, she'd go private. And when she paid to go private, it was the same specialist, yes. That has a strange habit of working, that, doesn't it? Sorry, I can't help you, but if you walk out that door, turn round and come back in, I'll sort you out, no problem. 6'5" and only size 11. They used to look big. I mean, my nan used to go mad. She said, no matter where I turn in this house, your fucking feet are there. But they don't seem that big anymore. It's mad. Good size, 6'5", mate. Good size. Got a good inch on me, at least. You had to go private to get your shoe inserts. What shoe inserts are these? My mate's got a club foot. Keeps him awake till 3 o'clock in the morning. Size 12 wide. Yep. It means you're not serious. Stop the lights. Hairy toes. Could you knit something? Could you knit with them? Could you knit with hairy toes? For plantar fasciitis, is that? Not good. Ah, poor sod. That is the correct spelling of plantar, yeah. I have had a few problems with my feet over the years. Normally, I can't keep them at the pub. But yeah. You needed laces, you went to the cobbler, you asked how long you wanted them. Said I wanted to keep them. Right. Right. So it's connected to that, is it? No wonder. The body's all interconnected, isn't it? You don't know about these things until it happens, I suppose, most of the time. But I know through having injuries in the past that I've had compensation injuries, like when I've hurt my left leg, my right leg's ended up being sore or injured because you're compensating the way you're walking, and it's the same if you're a bad back, your legs will change. You'll have pains in them. If your legs are bad, your back will start hurting and all that stuff. All compensation injuries. Everything is interconnected, unfortunately. But that's what you get, I suppose. That's what we pay for perfection not being perfect. We walk upright, and we have the heaviest part of the body is at the bleeding top. It's the most stupid. I was going to say the most stupid design ever. It's not. The most stupid design is having your Davina McCalls on the outside in a little purse. That's not armoured. You know what I mean? That's a stupid design, but having the heaviest part on the top. We're not built to walk upright, really, but we're still doing it. Which is why we get in pain quite a lot. Bit of DCL there as well for the dad joke. Andy's been working for about the next 6 hours, so I'm going to jump on and help. Your knees are so bad you're only 5'8" now. I know that feeling. Although I need to go back and see that woman because I might fuck under 6'2". Not a chance. Not a chance. When she said it, I started laughing. You're a smidge under 6'2". Really? That's funny. I've just stood in your waiting room and everyone's looking at me going, oh, look at that giant over there. Dickhead. Your knees go, you're fucked. Yes, I know. My left knee is bollocksed at the moment, thanks to tearing the medial ligaments playing football. I wasn't even really playing. I was 5 minutes into a game of five-a-side indoors, and it was slippery. My right foot slipped that direction, and I dropped to the floor, and my left knee made a sound that no knee is supposed to make, and it didn't hurt. How weird's that? Until the following day. Yeah, get off your knees. Get off your knees. All good in the hood, blood. Oh, man. What fucking weird. I can't do that without that suddenly doing that. Oh, weird, man. Body is weird. You're still laying bricks. How hard or stupid are you? Both. You've got to do a job, mate, haven't you? And it is a skill in itself. Absolutely. I can do a bit, but it's not the same. It is not the same. I did some for me mate in his garden. He wanted to make a little bit of a wall down the bottom of the garden, just to sort of fence off a little bit of it, of what was down there. And I'd watched enough of You the Same Pet that I knew how to do it in theory, and we did a half decent job between us. But mate, proper bricklayers are an absolute artist, mate. Proper artists, they really are. Plaster is the same as well. Ellen needs the money, she does, for buying knitting supplies and cake making supplies. Oh, you were standing on his back to reach something on the top shelf. He offered. Of course he did. That's it, boy. I've just got to check. Fucking hell, the tunes have been playing for ages. Phil Collins, I can feel it coming in your hair tonight. Something like that, anyway. Where's the Ujima flip? I hate this. Now when you add or take away a couple of apps on your phone, you're used to just doing that and clicking on the app that you want. It now moves in the menu. I hate that. Oh, Red Dwarf, 12:55 a.m. tonight, tomorrow. We're up to series 10. How quick did that happen? How quick was that, lad? She more than pulls away. You've got a good one. You have, mate. By the sound of it, you really have. Our Norfolk correspondent, Helen. An absolute fantastic. Putting up with you for a start. Right. For a start. Always be thankful, and you always are as well, mate. To be fair to you, you're always thankful, so she's got a good one as well. Yeah, good point. That's absolutely superb, Jack. It's lovely seeing couples settled and happy, and in that place as well where they can take the piss out of each other, but it's an absolutely, completely and utterly loyal unit together. Nothing better than that. Yeah, parents had a wonderful marriage. They worship each other. That's a proper old school as well, isn't it? I mean, my mum and dad, it's their 52nd anniversary, is it? Yeah, November, it'll be the 52nd wedding anniversary. Nowadays, one argument and people are trying to get divorced, or I've had enough of you bastard. No one works through things anymore. The PlayStation generation, that's what it is. Fuckers. Yeah. Helen's your wife and your best friend. Perfect, mate. What more can you ask for in life? Apart from a faithful dog, a nice house, a good vista, some cakes. That, you can't ask for anything else. Stop it, Steve. You're going to make us cry here. Ali, your mum and dad separated when you were 8. It's just, isn't it? It's horrible when that happens. And sometimes it happens for the right reasons. I mean, me and my ex split up when Jess was just turned 1. But she's been brought up with us not arguing. If we'd have stayed together, would it have been worse? I don't know. As long as she didn't suffer, that's all that bothered me. Didn't matter what happened between me and my ex. And we've stayed friends, so that seems to have worked out all right. But, sometimes these things aren't meant to be, unfortunately. You are blessed, mate, you are. Definitely, Steve. Jackie, your dad idolised your mum and your mum's totally lost now, he's passed. That's the one thing that worries me. Obviously, my dad had his heart problems a few years ago. And he was in hospital for ages. And then seeing my mum, she seemed to age overnight. And constantly panicking, on edge all the time. And I thought, if he goes, she'll be gone weeks after. And it's going to be the same the other way around as well. If one goes, the other one's going to go after. It's fucking horrible. But it speaks volumes for how much they love each other, I suppose. It is, Jack, it's the way it should be. There's no room for egos when there's children involved. And unfortunately, not enough people see it that way. I think you can see them all the time, people arguing. If you want to argue with the person that you're with, sound, don't do it in front of your kids. And if you're not good enough together, don't stay together. Split up, but also try and stay at least civil to each other for the sake of your kid. Don't use the kid as a football, an emotional football. Don't be doing that. You know what I mean? Just be sound. Try and give them as good an upbringing as you can. And I think with Jess, we did. That first 18 months was a bit difficult, but that was just, she was the only thing that was important. And I think we've benefited from it, me and my ex. As I say, we've stayed friends after it because there was no arguing involved. We just sort of went, right, let's get on with this. We can't be together, but let's make sure we're all right for her. So I think that really worked. He lives down the road. You've got 2 sisters and 1 brother from the relationship he's in for years. That's good to have. It's still good to have other family as well, isn't it? People definitely can die of a broken heart. And you always saw your dad. That's one thing I really, really hate. Is when you see, if you split up, you know what I mean? But don't don't use your kid as a football. Don't use him as a bargaining tool. Or you're not allowed to see them this week because you've annoyed me. Or you can't see them anymore because of this or that or that. Fucking just behave. You're not gaining anything. All that's happening is your kid is missing out. Let them have a decent relationship. Even if when the other person comes to the door, you have to go, right, here's the kid, I'm not talking to you. Fair enough, just there you go. You go with your dad. That's all you need to do. Don't have to have war and peace talking to each other. Just be sound. Doesn't need much, does it? A little bit of effort, if anything else. Look after your kids. That's what it's all about, man. Stephen, your generation of your family, your sister and all your cousins, you're the only one not to be divorced. You're the only one who's probably put the effort in. Or found the right person, and put the effort in. You know what I mean? It does work that way. And it's something you should be proud of as well, mate. You really should. Yeah, Kirsty, don't use them as a pawn. It's horrible seeing that. It's absolutely horrible. Just, what kind of effect is that going to have on kids if they're seeing that constantly? They're not stupid either, kids. As much as you might think they are. They'll know when he's playing me off against her again or vice versa. It's just horrible, man. Your parents didn't argue in front of you. They went out into the car to talk away from you. Do you know what? Fair play. It shouldn't really be arguing. Full stop. It happens, but if you're going to have to do it, just don't have the kids knowing what's going on, or lessen the impact as much as possible. Your siblings will often call up to the house where you are with your mum. That's fantastic. That's great, that. Staying together. Just, yeah, that's family for you, isn't it? You're divorced, 1996. Mine, I don't even know when mine was. We split up in 2007. I think the divorce finally got done in 2013 or 14. I think it might have been. I've got the paperwork somewhere, but just never got round to it because it wasn't needed. But it was eventually. Thomas, your parents separated when you were in your 20s. They're both happier apart and civil when together. I think they stuck together for the sake of the kids. Isn't that better though? Just don't. Yeah, if it's not working, but you've tried at it and it still doesn't work, walk away, but stay as civil as you can, and hopefully you find that happiness further down the line. Don't talk, but your man would talk to your dad's partner, just not him. So that's fair enough, as long as they're not screaming and shouting at each other. Yeah, there are couples that do that, and it's obviously, well, you've probably gained from it, haven't you, Thomas? You've turned out to be a decent lad as a result of it. You haven't got all that. I mean, I've seen some of my mates who've had parents who've had absolutely horrible relationships, and it's affected the kids badly for years and years later. Well, you could have avoided all this. But if they've done that, and then see the kids growing up to be decent people, and then go, right, we've got something to tell you. Fair enough. As you should, Thomas, as you should. I have a lot of respect for them for that. Yeah, divorce is hard on kids. I think also you need to be open and honest with kids in pretty much everything. Explain what's going on, but don't do it in such a way, again, don't be using them as a football or as a pawn or any of that. That explanation, well, yeah, me and your mum can't live in the house, the same house at the moment as each other. It's nothing to do with you, don't worry about it. Explain why. We don't want to argue with each other. That's all it is. Okay. But don't worry, you're going to be fine. Sound. You had a very caring and loving upbringing, but when you were punished hard. Yeah. Again, is that, I think, maybe it's probably our generation, isn't it? It came from that sort of that era. You don't really get that anymore. Well, I was never punished at all, but then again, I was a really good boy. Never caused any problems. I think I was happy enough. I had little toy cars. Just leave me on the carpet with my toy cars. I was only 28, you know what I mean? But I also think I don't know if I was scared of my dad or I had too much respect for him. I knew he wouldn't do anything, but I didn't want to let him down, I don't think. Don't want to upset your dad. Mad. I think I turned out alright as a result. Very polite, thoughtful. Grew up in adult company, so I was always well spoken and well mannered and what have you. He didn't have to punish me. And I think I struck lucky when we moved back to England, that I fell into a good group of lads who were all involved and interested in music and what have you. I wasn't going out and stealing cars like a lot of my other mates were. So I didn't see that side of it. I saw the other side. I was a good bunch of lads. Still haven't actually divorced. Alright, so Fair enough, that, mate. Just it's an extra expense, isn't it, really? Unless you're about to get married to someone else, at which point get it done. But apart from that, it's just a piece of paper. Right, more siblings tearing strips of each other. Had the shit beat out of you, grounded, denied sweets and all kinds of stuff. Well, stop being naughty, Jackie. Stop being naughty. Be a good girl. Steve, your mum was too soft, but your dad made up for it. But you had to be a real twat to get punished. And I suppose at some point, if it did get punished, you'd probably think to yourself, ah, man, I shouldn't have been there. I've took it too far. Is that where the lesson comes in? No TV as well. I think I'd have been alright with stuff like that. Just don't take me football off me. I'll go and sit. I'll go outside in the garden and I will stay there for the next 28 days just doing keepy uppies and I'll be happy. Your mum did the chat thing. That's way worse, that, isn't it? When you have a proper conversation and you've got no answers. Why did you do it? I don't know. Why? What? Kirsty, you are off. No worries, I think I am as well because my throat's starting to go. Jackie, you as well, no problem. It's been a really long one, this, hasn't it? Jesus, we haven't stopped talking. Yeah, I think it's about time I left. I need my tea's gone cold in my thermos. It's pitch black outside. And I need to put my feet up because I'm now starting to feel a bit pained as well. That's what happens when you get old, isn't it? Everything creaks when it shouldn't creak. Never mind Dawson's Creek, me fucking back's creaking. Yeah. Anyway, I've loved that tonight. As always. It's fantastic spending time with you all. Here at the Bears Paws. Good night to all of you. Good night to Helen as well, Steve. And I will try and get some more stuff sorted for Wednesday. It's Wednesday, isn't it? It'll be Wednesday. Yeah. Night, etc. And
You start making your way outside now, folks, please. Come on, let your feet hit the street. Do your talking while you're walking. It's a pub, not a club. So do what, mate? Change for the condom machine. Go and see the lad behind the bar. You better be quick as well. No, know what I mean, getting your change. No. Just go and sort it out, lad.
that's that.
Hoo-yah!